Alright, I just quickly came on because there's a lot of news to cover. The First Amendment is under attack in the United States. Now, what's going on? The first thing here is anti-BDS laws. That's what this subject is all about. Anti-BDS laws, what are they? Well, the first thing you should know is that they are unconstitutional. Anti-BDS laws are anti-First Amendment laws. And two GOP candidates, as far as I know, Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley, just both came out supporting an end to the First Amendment. They are publicly denouncing the First Amendment and saying that they will fight against it. Now, this is absurd. You wouldn't have imagined that would happen. That's obviously bombshell news. I had to cover it. And, well, it turns out the president of Israel, Netanyahu, is actually engaging in terrorism against the United States by trying to destroy our First Amendment. The president of Israel, Netanyahu, is trying to, what's it called, is trying to mess with our fucking affairs, trying to cancel our First Amendment over here. Now, a teacher recently just got fired because she wouldn't pledge to support Israel's terrorist attacks, and this is happening in the United States. Netanyahu is supporting this, and he is putting pressure on the United States to suspend its First Amendments. Now, of course, we should probably be engaging in economic war against Israel at this point. They are moving their terrorism from terrorizing people over there to terrorizing the United States. Of course, this is, and of course, obviously in a war, what are my standards? You don't go after civilians. Obviously, I'm not saying that we engage in acts of terrorism against Israel, the type of acts of terrorism that they are engaging in against, well, us now, but mostly against Gazans. They are actually bombing them. But yeah, we should definitely obviously shit like what Trump did, sanctioning medicine, that's off the fucking tables. But we should definitely not be supporting this country. They are fascist. They're obviously a segregated fascist fucking country, and they are trying to suspend our First Amendment rights. So here's I saw this video on today. Let's go on to what did they, okay, let me see, what did Nikki Haley write? So yeah, at first I had no fucking clue what the fuck is all this shit. Bro, replies, yeah, replies, this fucking shit. Okay, shut the fuck up. Nikki Haley, what did she say? Okay, well, here we go. I'm proud to have been the first governor to sign anti-First Amendment legislation. There will be no tolerance for anti-Semitism when I'm president. Okay, so you are against people having the right to say what they think. And again, if someone wants to go out and praise fucking Hitler, people were supporting Ron DeSantis. Ironically enough, Ron DeSantis is also in favor of abolishing the First Amendment. Well, guess what, Ron DeSantis? You had people going outside of Disney supporting you by raising fucking swastika and Nazi flags. This wasn't too long ago, dumb fuck. And now you're like, oh well, suspend the First Amendment. But specifically to Nazis. We're just going after the First Amendment rights of Nazis. Not too long ago, you had Nazis boycotting Disney in your favor. They were protesting with you. They were supporting you. Oh, well, what about that? Did you try to shut that down when they were going after Disney? No, of course not. And of course, when these people, fucking Trump with the Charlottesville shit. Oh, well, was he against the First Amendment back then? Nope. Well, of course, now that's fucking insane because you wouldn't expect people on the right, that's the party of free speech, Democrats, of course, when they talk about suspending the First Amendment, that's all the fucking time. They think that you shouldn't have the right to First Amendment as long, you just shouldn't have the right to offend people. That's sort of their line. So, yeah, that's sort of obviously against the First Amendment, but they won't say, oh, I don't support the First Amendment. I just don't support your right to say things that are insanely against my fucking opinion. Okay, so you don't believe. But these are people who are supposed to represent free speech. This is the party of free speech. And two people who are in the presidential run for like actual top GOP candidates or both were in both of the fucking primary debates are openly calling to just have this legislation. So what does that say? Anti-BDS laws are basically laws that suspend your First Amendment right to support Palestinian human rights. Now, no speech is off the table. If you want to support fucking Hamas, whoever the hell's doing that, why the fuck would anyone support Hamas? Like, they aren't even fucking in favor of Palestinian rights. They literally, like, they might be more fucking atrocious in the treatment of Palestinians than fucking Israel is. But if you want to support Hamas, if you want to support Bin Laden, in a democracy, you have the right to do that. And Trump and Ron DeSantis have understood this up to this point. Charlottesville, the Nazi protesters who were literally like advocating for Ron DeSantis, who were like doing this shit. Oh well, now the First Amendment, no. This person is literally bragging about having been one of the first to turn on the First Amendment. Now, anti-BDS, like, just look at this fucking tweet. Just look at this. It's so explicitly, like, so, boycotting. What is, okay, that definition. Anti-BDS laws, yeah, laws. Okay, you gotta, like, go fucking kill yourself. What the fuck is all this? Yes, so it's against these protests and measures opposing boycotts of Israel. Are they opposing violent protests? Like, of course, I am not going to disagree that the violent protests of, say, BLM or January 6th, yeah, shut that down. If people are waving, apparently in the United Kingdom, they just banned they're going to ban your right to wave a Palestinian flag. It's like, what fucking, not danger, what fucking violence is that? Like, you don't get more against First Amendment rights than this. This isn't people looting, this isn't people committing violence, this is people having an opinion, and apparently, GOP candidates are openly, firstly, we are not at war with fucking Palestine or with any of that shit. Like, this doesn't even concern us. I don't even know why we're allied with a fucking terrorist, segregated, fascist state like Israel. But, this isn't our war. And on top of that, like, we don't suspend our First Amendment rights. You have the right to be on any side in a democracy. Like, again, I'm just fucking repeating myself, but, let's see some of this shit. Let's see. Oh, and apparently, more than 45% of Gaza was fucking destroyed, and, they are just massacring, bro. I gotta make sure this is public. Okay, this is public, great. So, yeah, apparently 95% fucking civilian, death toll, I think. Like, civilian to terrorist ratio. So, like, saying that Netanyahu isn't a terrorist at this point is just fucking laughable. Like, he is killing civilians at a, like, 95% rate. Like, it's just fucking absurd. But, let me see. So we were just looking at the humanist report. So let's just check this shit out again. And this is just fucking mind-blowing to me. When I saw this shit early on this morning, I was like, bro, fucking, this is a new low for you. But apparently it's not only them. Like, there are a lot of people, and I couldn't make this clearer. Like, these people were openly saying, we want to suspend the First Amendment. Like, saying, I do not want laws to be allowed that say, like, saying, I do not want you to have the right to voice your opinion on this particular topic because this particular topic offends me too much. That is against the First Amendment, period. Like, this isn't a debate, this isn't like, people saying that they are absolutely fascist. So, for a long time I don't know what the fuck this is, but like for a long time we've been thinking, oh well, Ron DeSantis, Donald Trump, oh well, they're gonna stand up for our First Amendment rights, right? They're trying to fight the woke, fight the authoritarians. Well, now we know they're against the First Amendment. They're as woke can get. So let's fucking see this video.
Tell it like it is.
I've had it with the Palestinians. I've given up on the Palestinians. If I was in Israel, I wouldn't be talking about a Palestinian state right now. I don't think Joe Biden
so this is
should be talking about a Palestinian state right now. And I don't like how people try.
Yeah, and by the way, this is allowed. Now, obviously, saying this stuff should be allowed, but you're not allowed to say that you oppose terrorism. In fact, a teacher, again, in the United States, this is North Korea shit. In the United States, a teacher just got fired because she wouldn't pledge to support terrorism.
Differentiate.
And, well, guess what? This is allowed on Fox
between the
News.
Palestinians and Hamas. To me, I see people with guns. That's Hamas. The people without the guns are the Palestinians.
Okay, so
they believe the same thing. The Palestinians hire Hamas to run their government.
Yeah, so firstly, of course, maybe the polls, there's a lot of fucking polls that say, dude, I'm sure if you ask in America, there might be a lot of polls that show that people are in favor of the terrorist attacks against these Gazan civilians. So, it's like, dude, I don't even fucking get why, like, we don't live there. Like, obviously, we have some French fucking opinions. We have some pretty genocidal opinions over here. Probably because we don't live in Gaza and we don't know the people of Gaza. Just like they probably are very tired of segregation. And at this point, like, you can't really blame them for having any fucking hatred towards anybody they might, like, think, oh, well, those are the people bombing us. If they're told it's the Jews who are bombing you, and they're getting fucking bombed all the time, their life expectancy is, like, less than half of our life expectancy, like, way less. They are just getting terrorized left and right. They are living in an apartheid state. It's like, dude, if this happened to Americans, if we started doing this shit in America, the Americans, yeah, they'd be Americans. Well, they would probably start acting like that too. Start blaming, like, whoever the people in power were, like, trying to point the finger at. That's sort of what they're doing, what we would be doing in their situation.
You poll them, they all love killing Jews. It's in their charter. They say they believe in suicide bombing.
Yeah, if any of them actually kill Jews, if any of them actually commit suicide bombing, yeah, I agree. Hang them, do whatever you want with them, punish them to the liking of the victims involved. Of course, you should get to retaliate against the guilty, but thought crimes are not crimes. If you want to support suicide bombings, as long as you don't engage in acts of suicide bombing or terrorism, you have the right to support anyone. You should have the right in America to support Netanyahu and his actions, even though he's a terrorist and his actions are terrorism. Yeah, you should have the right to support terrorism over, like, what fucking, I don't know what percentage, I'm guessing, like, probably 80% of the people here, no, they shouldn't be put to jail for thought crimes. And I think in Israel, we should probably have the same shit. Yeah, thought crimes, it's like, dude, like, is this really a thing? I've never really observed, like, any war or, like, the news, the media's reactions to war. Is this, like, a normal thing for them to all just flip on the First Amendment as soon as there's, like, some war like that? Like, will we, imagine if the Democrats said, oh, well, anybody who supports Putin, anything that's, fuck, they actually did say that, yeah, Putin propaganda, you can't spread it. But, like, imagine if the Democrats had gone a step further and had said, I don't know, like Britain did. Oh, yeah, the flag of Russia is banned. If you voice any support for Russia or say you agree with them, like, you might be subject to prosecution. opposes boycotts of it. It's like, and you see in this shit later on. Wait.
Thanks. Every time.
Yeah, like you will see them literally saying, Netanyahu saying, that he wants to enforce onto the United States, maybe with pressure. He doesn't even say how he wants to do it, but yeah, he wants severe, what's it called? Severe punishment for those in the United States who dare exercise their First Amendment rights. So he's talking about the United States. So he's moved his terrorism from like Palestine to the United States, and somehow we're still supporting them. Like I swear, when there's a war going on, people's minds just go fucking wild, and they will just support a terrorist country in their acts of fucking segregation, because supposedly it's self-defense, even though they are defending themselves, not against the attackers. Again, 95% civilian death rate doesn't really sound like retaliation that's well directed to me. But
Time a Palestinian refugee goes to another country, it doesn't work out so well for the other country and for those Palestinians. No one wants them. You don't see Egypt opening up their doors. You don't see
dude, I don't know about any of that
Jordan
shit.
opening up. You don't see the Saudis. Why don't they want the Palestinians, Dana?
I don't even know if that's true, but maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like, why don't they want the Palestinians? Probably because there's hatred against them. Now, I don't know anything about Palestine, but to me, it's like, okay, it's pretty fair to say that, like, Muslim immigration, there are a lot of Muslims in the Middle East who believe in radical, like, very radical things. And yeah, apparently Sweden, when they like allowed for unrestricted Muslim immigration, like not screening people for like potential signs of terrorism, their rates of rape increased by like thousands of percentage and stuff. Like, I get that ideally you want to screen people and all, but firstly remember that this Hamas versus Israel thing, the Palestinians, even Hamas, they don't give a shit about the United States. They don't give a shit about all these other countries or terrorizing these other countries. This is specifically a territorial dispute over Jerusalem. And they also are tired of the apartheid that's happening not in the United States. We don't have segregation in the United States anymore. In Israel, in Palestine. Like, that's what they're speaking up against.
You just gotta.
Or like not speaking up. Fucking, did I just say Hamas was speaking up? Yeah. Yeah, terrorism is not speech. Nor Netanyahu nor Hamas's bombs of fucking speech. I'm a fucking dumbass retard.
Small taste of the far right's dehumanizing rhetoric towards Palestinians, where they not only push this idea that Palestinian civilians are indistinguishable from Hamas, but they also argue.
But yeah, what I was going to say is that, like, in times like these, like, they are at war. These people are fleeing a war. It's like, okay, sure, screen them for some, like, if they are terrorists and all, but firstly, there's no reason to assume they'd want to terrorize other countries. They specifically have a problem with, like, their issue lies strictly in Israel. Like, this has nothing to do with other countries. They don't have a problem with other countries, but, yeah, on top of that, these people are getting massacred and bombed. It's like, of course they would be fleeing, and you're gonna be like, oh well, we don't want them because they might be dangerous. They might I'm sure that like there's a lot of radical people in the religion of Islam. There's probably some radical people in Palestine since they're fucking segregated. Hatred tends to radicalize people now, doesn't it? But
that Palestinians are.
Yeah, I would argue we should absolutely take them as refugees because they are refugees trying to flee bombs.
Are literally less human than everyone else on the planet. But this racist Islamophobic caricature.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, Islamophobic. There's every reason to like hate both Christianity and Islam, but mostly fucking Islam. Like it's like legit, so, and I'm like surprised I can even say this, but like orders of magnitude more fucking extreme than the Bible. Like it's like I don't even think it's a fair comparison. Like sure, the Bible says kill gays and but like Muslim countries actually have places in them that practice this shit. It's like, I don't know, most the thing with Christians in the United States, what would be Christians or Muslims in the United States? They don't tend to be radical because they don't tend to follow their holy scripture. It's like there's a lot of beliefs in the Bible that, or in the Quran, that people over here, pretty much no Christian and no Muslim over here has a problem with gay people, has a problem with like any of that shit. They just don't have a problem with it. I'm guessing most Christians over here don't even think that non-believers go to hell, nor do Muslims. They don't think non-believers go to hell. It's like, but in countries where they practice the religion, like to its fundamental, like the United States is technically a secular country, like even though it practices Christianity, so it's way more moderate. I'm guessing, yeah, in like a lot of Islam majority countries, like they have Islam rule. It's sort of like the United States if we didn't have separation of church and state. It'd probably be fucking like insane shit going on. Probably pretty barbaric stuff. And yeah, I mean Islamophobia is like where you have a phobia against hatred of fucking gays and Jews and all that shit. Because I'm pretty sure the Prophet like fucking hated all that shit. But then again, like most people, especially in the United States, like yeah, they don't read their holy scripture. They don't. So we can't really get features, especially in countries like that. I mean, yeah. To be fair, I sort of get some Islamophobia.
Palestinians
it's not really too
nothing new. In 2010, Ben Shapiro famously tweeted, "Israelis like to build, Arabs like to bomb."
It's sort of fair that like he didn't even bring up the fact that Ben said, oh, well, this was one of my words. Because, yeah, to be fair, he's sort of just saying the same shit right now. So it's like, okay, like, the only thing that's special about this is that this looks more explicit. He said Arabs. He said fucking Arabs. So it looks like, but it's like, dude, we get the fucking idea.
Crap and live in
like, yeah, Arabs just makes it sound like a race. So it's more like, yeah, I think it's pretty clear he doesn't think Palestinians should have any human rights.
Sewage. This is not a difficult issue.
I wonder what Ben Shapiro thinks. Like, I really hope Ben is the fucking mastermind of, like, he is the fucking, one of the voices of reason. I hope that Ben, in this fucking state of war, didn't flip on the First Amendment. I really hope that Ben Shapiro still supports the First Amendment. Otherwise, my fucking world is upside down.
Hashtag settlements rock. And during Israel's 2014 incursion into Gaza, anti-woke author who couldn't define woke, Bethany Mandel.
Oh yeah, isn't this person just so fucking retarded? Yeah, I remember this shit. Like a person who literally made a whole virtue signaling book about like woke shit. And it's like, yeah, nobody could even fucking define it. It's not like women. Like, people on the left just can't fucking... Yeah, they have the same shit with woke, but they won't shut the fuck up about it. It's like...
Tweeted the following, not nuking these...
Dude, I love what she's...
Fucking animals is the only restraint I expect, and that's only because the cloud would hurt Israelis.
Yeah, so was she talking about Palestinians or fucking Hamas? Because... Well, nuking, nuking, you're sort of nuking Palestinians, yeah, so, yeah, nuking specifically Hamas, yeah, good fucking try, dude, no, I think it's pretty clear what she was saying.
In response...
But guess what, dude, she didn't really mean
to that tweet resurfacing,
she was just saying it because she was, like, really mad, but...
said, it was sent in the heat of the moment after another brutal attack, but I...
Oh, yeah, so it was... Just on the heat of the moment, dude. She was really mad because another attack. Damn it, dude. All these people died again. Yeah, okay, so you're mad. You're just encouraging genocide just on the moment. You just had a heat of the moment thing. Like, you didn't really mean to, like, promote genocide, but...
I had a point.
But I had a point, dude, of course. It's like... Dude, I only, like, promoted genocide because I wasn't thinking straight, dude. Like, I wasn't thinking straight. I was mad that, like, the other side is genociding us, so I just wanted to, like, do another genocide because two wrongs fucking make a right, of course. This person's, like, how old? Probably older than me. Probably a fucking adult. Yeah, let's fucking commit a genocide because I'm mad about people trying to commit a genocide. Okay, well, you have fucking Down syndrome. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. But, dude, I had a fucking point, dude. I was just saying that in the... This motherfucker was dropped on the head from fucking product of incest. I'm done with this shit.
So,
dude.
unsurprisingly,
This person's fucking,
the far right in
dumbass.
America is in lockstep with the far right in Israel, who also referred to Palestinians as human animals and claimed that civilians in Gaza are also responsible for the
No innocent civilians. Yeah, as if, like, even, dude, do you think that if like, even, let's say, 2% of people in Gaza, there are, what, millions of them, like, I think 2.2 millions in the Gaza Strip, so 2% of that, yeah, that'd actually be a great fucking thing, 2% of, fucking this shit, yeah, let's say, fucking, like, 4,000, right, let's say that shit, do you think if even fucking 2% of Palestinians in Gaza knew that this terrorist attack was going to happen, that we wouldn't have known? And by the way, Netanyahu did know that this attack was going to happen. Like, he received info from Egypt. Egypt actually warned them that this was going to happen, and he just fucking ignored it because, like, his parents are also fucking related. I don't know. But yeah, I guarantee you, if like any meaningful percentage of them knew that this terrorist attack was going to happen, this would have spread and you would have heard more about it. So it's fair to say, like, Hamas communicates via, like, really technology that like, you wouldn't fucking find them say in an audio call talking to one another. Oops, we just nuked this hospital. Like, that whole fucking thing. Like, Israel literally told that hospital, we're going to nuke you, and afterwards they fucking said, well, dude, here you fucking go, we told you we were going to fucking nuke you. And then they fucking came out with, oh, dude, we didn't actually nuke them. I mean, we just warned them we were going to nuke them, and afterwards we just told them I told you so, but, like, we didn't fucking do it. Look at this fucking audio tape. They should have legit just fucking made the terrorists in the audio tape just speaking in English like that. We didn't need fucking captions. They should have just done this shit. It would have been more convincing. But, like, dude, Jesus, did I just go on a tangent again? Yeah, I'm trying to stop doing that. But, yeah, if any fucking decent percentage of them knew that this attack was going to happen, you would have fucking known that this attack was going to happen. But nobody, it's like these people are animals. You see, these people, no innocent civilians in Gaza. You're a fucking animal. You're saying that shit. You're a fucking animal.
crimes of Hamas. So if this kind of dehumanizing rhetoric towards Palestinians is that common on the right,
it's like you wonder why you'd have some type of terrorist attack under this president. And it's obviously not justified. Obviously not fucking justified. But, like, yeah, I'm sort of not surprised that it would happen under Netanyahu.
it's no surprise that Republican politicians aren't just echoing the same thing, but they're taking things much further by proposing draconian policies to go along with said dehumanizing rhetoric. In fact, Republican presidential candidates are vowing to censor and punish protesters who dare defend Palestinian civilians.
And shouldn't that be like an automatic, you're fucking cancelled? No, I'm against cancel culture, but, like, it should be, like, trending on fucking every side. These people are fascists. That is, like, as explicitly fascist as you get. Pretty much a quote from DeSantis and Nikki Haley. I favor abolishing the First Amendment. Like, you're taking legislative means to try to, like, suppress free speech that isn't violent. That you cannot argue that this is violence. We are not even at war. We haven't declared war. We're not at war under any fucking, like, under any sense of the word. It's like, this is explicitly anti-First Amendment. Like, this is North Korea.
And their primary targets will first and foremost be foreign students on college campuses. The Washington Post reports Trump, the dominant polling leader in the GOP race, said this week that if he is returned to the White House, his administration would revoke student visas of, quote, radical anti-American and anti-Semitic foreigners.
Yeah, so I'm guessing, does that just mean Palestinians? I have no clue what the fuck he implies by that, but yeah, I'm sure the fucking students here who, like, came here to study, yeah, I'm sure they fucking want to terrorize, because, like, as if they would have come here under student visas to study if they wanted to fucking terrorize people. Like, as if they would have the intelligence to fucking do studies if they just wanted to fucking terrorize people.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis also expressed support for deporting international students who he deemed supportive of Hamas, saying, "You don't have a right to be here."
By the way, that's supporters. So yeah, that's
on a visa. You don't have a right to be
stuck. It's sort of
stuck.
like how they say that yeah, if you fucking are transgendered, by definition you are sexualizing kids. But it's fucking
being in the
worse
United States. In a radio interview the same day, Senator Tim Scott said of the student protests, if any of those students on college campuses are foreign nationals on a visa, they should be sent back to their country. And additionally,
yeah, sent back to be fucking bombed. It's like this. If anybody is here on a visa, well, because of the actions of, well, probably them, they probably fucking bombed this, like, massacred Israeli civilians from overseas. It's like, what the fuck? Now we're trying to do collective punishment. Like, this is fucking absurd. Like, this is, like, these politicians should be on the record, like, oh, they've said that. They are now never going to get a spot in power because they openly came out as being fascists who oppose the First Amendment. But instead, it's probably gonna be the other way around, fucking, isn't it now? Like, oh, well, if you didn't come out to take a stance against the First Amendment, you're gonna be fucking
Ron DeSantis
canceled.
has ordered students at the
dude.
University of Florida and the University
Dude,
of...
No. You know what? Fuck this shit. I gotta go get some weed, dude. Fuck this. I need to smoke some. Oh shit, I already have my weed. It's in my pocket. I'm just a dumbass. Yeah, let me take that out real quick. Oh, fuck yeah. That's some good shit. Okay, boys, it's fucking
South Florida to deactivate their Students for Justice in Palestine groups because they supposedly violate
anti-free speech
laws in Florida against anti-Semitism. Now, regardless if these students...
There are laws in Florida against anti-Semitism? Really? Which, okay, dude, let me go look that shit up. Okay, I don't believe that. So you're telling me that they already had laws in place against the First Amendment? It's like you wouldn't think since like we don't have a state separated from the country. Like, the state of Florida has to abide by the Constitution. So what are you fucking telling me that the state of Florida has never had First Amendment rights? That's not what dude, it's like, I'm not sure if this just means that there are no laws, that he's just bullshitting. Like, I'm probably Google's just fucking retarded. It's like, there is no incident where you look something up on Google and it actually gives you what you look for. So, laws in Florida against anti-Semitism. Fuck, you know what? Let's make this even more simple, you fucking degenerate. Anti-Semitism laws. Anti-Semitism. Fuck it. Okay, now I'm gonna have to put, 2021, sure, fuck it. What is this shit? What does this say? Discrimination on the basis of race, all this shit. This is in Florida? Dude, against a student when I'm okay, so it's pretty much saying like we cannot refuse. I mean, I disagree. I think well, against a student, yeah, I completely fucking agree with that one. But against an employee, no, I'm not a fascist. I think you should have the right to hire or fire anybody for any reason because you are paying their salaries. I do not believe that you are I don't believe that you are a property of the United States. I don't believe that citizens are the United States property. So I don't think that their belongings, such as the salaries they want to pay to people, are the belongings of the United States. I don't think they should have a say in that. But yeah, whatever. Okay. against students, by the way, against a student. So that wouldn't constitute that. What the fuck are they talking about? Okay, I don't think we're gonna find anything here. Wait, what about it? Students may be separated for... Okay. Nobody gives a shit, okay? I'm not reading all that. Fuck you, you're a faggot.
Students are American
Dude, I was calling Google, not him, okay? I fucking love this guy, okay? Anyway. Oh,
citizens
dude,
or not.
Okay.
They still have First Amendment protections from our Constitution. They still apply.
Yeah. Yes. Doesn't matter if you want to support terrorism, as long as you don't engage in acts of terrorism. I should have the right to say Heil Hitler, just like everybody else should have the right to laugh at me for saying that, because they should fucking laugh at me for saying that. If I want to be retarded, I should have this unalienable constitutional right, just like the right to have a fucking lisp, like clearly I fucking do right now. I don't even know why I made that comment.
But yet, these self-proclaimed pro-free speech candidates are openly...
Yep, not anymore. Dude, I should... Like, every time they, like, either Nikki Haley or, DeSantis, anytime, yeah, Nikki Haley, I legit have a quoted tweet. Like, anytime she fucking, like, complains about someone being anti-free speech, like, dude, I should try to look at, like, everything she says, so that every time she goes after somebody for, like, being the woke against our free speech rights, I should, like, just make a shot of that, and just, fucking put on the screen as she's saying what she's saying. Like, just that tweet of hers saying, I want to abolish the First Amendment. Like, I mean, I should just shit those. I'm probably gonna get like a dozen of those, except I'm not gonna do that because I'm fucking lazy,
vowing
I should do that.
Violate the Constitution in order to punish critics of Israel. But when Washington Post reporter Dylan Wells reached out to all of the campaigns of these Republicans proposing this and asked them, how do you reconcile this position with your supposed support for free speech? Well, guess what? She got no response. Predictable. Now, by introducing these plans, American fascists are following in the footsteps.
I really want someone to ask that to them, to their fucking face.
Of fascism.
I hope somebody goes, like, on the news shows. There's probably some news shows that are like supporting this ban the First Amendment position. Like, I really hope someone shows up on this and says, oh, well, yeah, how come you're against the First Amendment now? What the fuck is this? Did the war just rot your fucking brain in an instant? How the fuck did that happen? And again, let me emphasize, we're not at war. And I don't think if we were at war that it would be appropriate to ban the First Amendment. I can understand it. It's sort of like this thing of banning incitement to violence. How I see it, you should get to incite violence against somebody. And obviously, if you're just bullshitting, you're saying a bunch of well, you shouldn't have the right to incite violence while at the same time spreading misinformation about the person you're inciting violence to. If you're inciting violence against someone, like, you should absolutely have to be honest about the reason why you're inciting violence towards them. Then, like, I will concede to that, right? But if you are, like, I don't know, libs of TikTok, or when they are inciting violence against the Boston's Children's Hospital, and their justification for it is they're mutilating children, they're mutilating people under the age of 18, when that is a lie. They are not, they were not, that was not the case. They just made a phone call, and the people who answered the phone call, like, they knew, they weren't fucking trained in this, they didn't know that shit, or like, maybe they knew, maybe they didn't, but either way, like, that should be illegal, right? Because that was a fucking lie. They, like, attacked them and incited violence based on untrue statements. But yeah, you should have the right to do that. And it's like, oh, well, then, like, people might go and do that. Well, that's why the people have to, like, again, you don't censor misinformation, but, like, you don't combat misinformation by censoring it. that just gives the people a free talking point. Oh, well, no one was going to listen to them. They're saying don't wear masks during a pandemic. That's who the fuck's gonna... Oh, wait, the government's trying to, like, shut that down? Oh, what the hell is the government hiding? Why don't they want me to see this shit? Why are they so adamant about censoring that? Does this have some, like, validity to it? It's the same shit with this. It's like, if you really want to shut down some speech, you shouldn't be, like, trying to make that speech be censored, or you are promoting it, and you're doing it in the most unethical way too. So you're just a retard and a dipshit and a fascist dipshit. Yeah, even like at war, I can understand how allowing citizens to openly voice their opposition to their own country's stance on the war, that could lead to, like, that could influence the war itself, and tend to, like, that could like help your country lose. That could actually impact your country's possible victory. It could fucking impact the outcome of the war. But again, people should have that right. What the fuck type of country is worth fighting for if people don't have that right? Like, especially in times of those are times to prove ourselves to be a country worth fighting for. If we're going to fight for a country while suppressing First Amendment rights to support this fight, we are making this fight not worth it, because the country we're defending is authoritarian. It's like, except that this isn't even the scenario here again, because we're not at fucking war with anybody. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Leaders in Israel,
like, their brains are going fucking nuts, dude.
Are also punishing critics of the Israeli government. The Nation reports that Palestinians
like,
and Jews...
some of these people who are saying that shit, obviously I don't really support that, but hypothetically, let's just say we brought Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, like, all these people who are, like, probably supporting genocide against the First Amendment, just fucking bring them to Gaza, right? Like, have them be bombed and shit, and just see how they respond. Oh, well, you're over there now, so are you fucking guilty? Well, by your fucking logic, you might as well be fucking
in
guilty.
Israel are being punished over their criticisms of Israel on social... They would
start understanding what fucking human rights are in no time. If this collective punishment was actually brought onto them, if, like, we started having collective punishment, if we started having, your family committed crimes, if we started having that shit where, like, a new absurd law in the United States, if somebody in your family commits a crime, like, yeah, we can punish that entire family for the crime of one member of the family. These motherfuckers would start understanding in no time what human rights are and how collective punishment is trivially bad. And again, like, I remember when I was in school in fucking, like, even in kindergarten, but like in I definitely remember incidents in like the beginning of fucking grade school, what was like elementary school, when we would have recess. Some kids would misbehave, like 2 or 3 kids, there'd be some incident, and the teachers would decide, okay, well, for this next recess, everybody's gonna be in timeout. Like, I already understood, and it was obvious to me, the fuck is this? This is obviously unfair. Like, a child can understand how collective punishment is unfair. That's as basic as you get. And these people are adults, claiming that collective punishment is fine. Yeah, let's just start doing it against people over here now.
Media. They explain that about 50 Palestinians have either faced disciplinary action or faced suspension from various Israeli academic institutions. Also, about 30 Palestinian civilians of Israel have been fired from their jobs, and 170 have been detained or questioned for allegedly making social media posts in support of Hamas.
Yeah, and you should have every right to do that. Just like, I mean, I think any boss should have the right to fire you over those statements. I disagree with that. I definitely wouldn't sign up to like work for any company that demands background checks if they don't have that basic fucking respect for their employees' privacy, which I value privacy more than pretty much fucking anything. Like, I take an invasion to my privacy more seriously than I take a rape accusation. Like, I don't fuck with that shit. That's one of my fucking, that's like the fucking pet peeve I have. You don't invade my privacy, motherfucker. But Yeah, like I wouldn't sign up to any company that says does background checks or such, but they should have the right to do that. I think like you should have the right to fire someone for being white for no reason because you woke up in a bad mood. You should have the right to do that because you're the one paying for their salary. Just like they should have the right to resign off of your work, unless they're in a contract, and if there's a contract, again, this goes both ways. But I also think it should go both ways in the case of, well, just like you should have the right to resign from your job without any explanation. If you just wake up in a bad mood, I think you should have the right to fire anybody because, again, this is your fucking check, so you have autonomy over your money. It's your money, your rights. Just like you should have the right to resign because your fucking body, your choice. But arrested or brought for questioning since it's like, yeah, like this is just, again, this country is a fucking terrorist fascist state. You're brought in for questioning because you support Hamas. The only thing that should be illegal is to engage in the terrorist attacks, such as the ones that Hamas makes. Like, why the fuck do we support a country that can't even support the First Amendment? Like, this is
And this
just
crackdown
insane.
comes after
And they're literally trying to abolish our First Amendment rights. Like, we should be waging economic war on them.
a Haaretz report about a Likud minister drafting emergency regulations to jail citizens who, quote, harm national morale. How democratic.
National morale. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so this is North Korea stuff. Like,
Citizens who, quote, harm national.
it's like, why the fuck we allied with Israel? Saudi Arabia, North Korea, I don't even know if Saudi Arabia is like on the same fucking level now. Like I'm not sure. There's Saudi Arabia, like, I mean, yeah, they do genocides too. I remember like the genocide in Yemen and shit.
Democratic of Israel. Now,
yeah, Israel is pretty much like identical to North Korea.
Be clear, the justification for punishment and censorship is that
like,
these.
I guess they are nice to their own civilians. I mean, their own citizens. Like, well, some of the citizens, they have segregation, so they're non-segregated citizens. I guess, like, unlike in North Korea, they aren't oppressed. So, yeah, I guess they aren't as bad as North Korea. Israel isn't. It's sort of close though. It's not. It's not a complete tie, but yes, a lot of people in our fucking country seem to be praising North Korea. Should that be banned? You're praising like it might as well be North Korea this way. You're praising fucking Israel, a terrorist fascist country, and you are like, of course, it's the fucking people who are praising a terrorist fascist country who are saying that we shouldn't get a First Amendment rights for being against terrorism. Except they're flipping it the other way around. They're just against anti-Semitism, and like, again, dude, I'm getting tired of fucking repeating myself. But I mean, I'm the one who's choosing to do it, right? So fuck me. But Ron DeSantis, dude, you're anti fucking anti-Semitism laws. What the fuck is, like, I don't know if he's just bullshitting, honestly, because again, you had people coming out on your behalf waving fucking swastika flags outside of Disney. I'm pretty sure they were also being violent. Like, they were just waving up Nazi flags in protest of Disney. Like, dude.
These people are accused of supporting Hamas. But understand that any criticism of the Israeli government is deemed.
Okay, so do I have any live stream chat? Concurrent views, 2 views. Oh shit, that's fucking cool, dude. I don't think I'm one of them. In fact, oh well, I fucking probably am. I just noticed. I probably am one of these viewers. Shit, like, should I want to just stop watching now? Because then it's probably gonna go back down to 1, right? So, yeah, yeah, my bad. I'm gonna click back on this. Who the fuck is the other person watching? Dude, I should definitely get my boy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, to be okay, so she won the dude, yeah, I guess, dude, she won the court case against it, but she was fucking fired. Like, this is pretty big fucking shit. Imagine being fired for refusing to what's ESG, like ESG score? I mean, to be fair, that it's for global warming. For global warming. Wait, ESG. What did he say? ESG what? Oh, ESG bullshit. Okay, that's not really gonna give me any results. Like, those are meant to force you to reduce your emissions, and I don't even think that's authoritarian. Unlike having a minimum wage, that's definitely deeply authoritarian. But this is just like this is just enforcing live and let live. You don't have the right to like make the planet uninhabitable for the future generations. Like, that's not live and let live. So, like, demanding that companies reduce their ESG scores, that's just enforcing the principle of live and let live. You don't get to like pollute this planet, ruin this planet for the next generations, because there's no contract that they can sign or not sign. It doesn't matter if they're partnered with your company or not, if they work for your company or not. They didn't sign any contract to like get to decide whether or not they would be affected by global warming. But if you contribute to global warming like that, if you contribute an unreasonable amount to global warming, innocent people are going to suffer the impacts of that. So that is an act of aggression, and you're just not allowed to do that. So I don't know. I don't really think it's bullshit. I think it's just enforcing live and let live. But I haven't really like asked his take on like climate change or how he thinks you could when they go to too far, then you have a way to fight back against it and win. I mean, yeah, to be fair, that is a good point, because yeah, with the first like we do have a First Amendment. So when these people are constantly saying we want to end the First Amendment, motherfucker, that isn't gonna happen. Like, imagine if Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis decided to like officially take this to, I don't know, the Supreme Court. We want to overturn the First Amendment. We demand like, let's say they have a like in the Congress, they have a big enough majority in the Congress who votes to overturn the First Amendment so that they can have the right to continue using these anti-First Amendment laws without getting sued. It won't fucking pass, but even if it did, the Supreme Court would strike it down, because ending the First Amendment violates the First Amendment, which is an amendment in the Constitution. So this literally could go nowhere. There was nowhere it could go. So that's a fair point, but they can keep breaking the law. They can keep breaking the First Amendment. And I'm pretty sure some people, if they start doing this on large scales, unless like there starts being some like some civil rights organization, which they'd probably try to shut down too, who would start like suing on the behalf of people, like giving people who this happens to like just giving them a court, like giving them a free attorney and all. Like, unless they have that shit, there's probably gonna be some people who just can't afford a lawyer, and they're just gonna have the. But then, like, I don't know. To be fair, this probably, like, this definitely wouldn't be the biggest problem if you didn't have just like a bunch of people, and apparently this is bipartisan. This is happening on the left too. Just so many people and a lot of power in high fucking places just openly saying we want to terminate the First Amendment. It's like, Jesus, bro, what are you going to ask for next? Like, what the fuck is next? I get this is a war thing, but it's like, okay, so in a time of war, you're willing to suspend the First Amendment, even though we aren't at war, so this isn't even a time of war? It's like, fuck, dude, imagine if the United States got in a war. Like, at that point, are we just going to start holocausting all fucking white people? Like, is that what Ron DeSantis is gonna fucking advocate for? Because, like, I don't know, dude, this shit is just fucking insane.
Pro-Hamas. The goal is to silence all critics of Israel's war crimes in Gaza. Period. Full stop. And the easiest way to justify it and cultivate public support for this censorship campaign.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I can't even believe that this, that any smear of anybody as being a supporter of Hamas in the United States would even work. It's like, why the fuck would anybody in the United States support Hamas? Like, they are a terrorist group, and they aren't even popular. And they don't even respect Palestinian rights either. Like, they're just like I don't know how they are compared to Israel on that, but like they aren't bombing the fuck out of Palestinians all the time. But yeah, I don't see why it would make any sense to assume anyone in the United States would be in support of Hamas. What the fuck is there any reason for somebody to support Hamas? That makes no sense. Could you give me one argument that any of these Hamas supporters are making in favor of Hamas? Because, yeah, if it was a common argument from these people to say Hamas should be favored because, and I heard some of these arguments, if you tried refuting some of these arguments, then I could say, oh, well, yeah, this person was making a pro-Hamas argument. But you're saying these people are pro-Hamas. You're not giving me a single quote of an argument in favor of Hamas to debunk. To say, oh, well, somebody made that argument at least. It's just, like, I'm guessing all these pro-Hamas people, they aren't gonna show you quotes because those quotes are probably gonna be some, like, terrorism is bad, or Palestinian rights are human rights. It's probably gonna be some shit like that. So, dude,
And is to just say, well, they sympathize with terrorists. We're seeing a version of that here in the...
As if fucking we unconditionally support Israel wasn't fucking that. What?
Support for this censorship.
Yeah, as if that wasn't support of terrorism.
Campaign.
Supporting Israel unconditionally. When they have, like, killed more civilians, probably than Osama bin Laden at this point.
And is to just say, well, they sympathize with terrorists. We're seeing a version of that.
This is, dude, my brain can't fucking keep up with the, like, flipping of everything's fucking flipped, dude. Like, they're supporting terrorism, they're supporting, like, fucking, like, the fucking people who are anti-Semites, they're just, like, riled up in support of them, just, like, what, not even a year ago, a few months ago at Disney. These motherfuckers were claiming that, on the behalf of, like, being against anti-Semitism, because sure, I'm sure you are, dude. I'm sure you fucking give a shit. We're going to suspend the First Amendment because, I mean, we're the pro-First Amendment people. We're going to support your First Amendment no matter what, but we're going to fight your First Amendment. It's like, dude, my brain can't fucking keep up with this shit. I want to fucking, like, please, can I get cancer right now? I want to get fucking cancer, dude. I feel like I already have cancer. Dude, I have cancer. Fuck, dude. Fuck, I have cancer. Dude, I'm gonna try to shut the fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some more weed. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Jesus, dude. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Bro, I swear this is gay as fuck. This is... Okay, dude, here we go. I got my weed. I got everything good. Everything's all dandy and stuff. Me see any stream chat? I'm gonna guess no. Okay, I'm gonna bet fucking... Yeah, no stream chat. Yeah, no stream chat. Okay. Dude, holy shit, I've literally not had any fucking views, like, at all. I haven't had any views. I have 2 likes. I'm pretty sure, like, this happens every time. This might legit be a fucking glitch. I'm not sure, but, I don't think it should even show me the amount of views I've had. I want to see this. This is gonna be fun.
Here in the United States as well.
By the way, what time is it? I have school tomorrow. Fuck me, dude, whatever.
People who speak out on the behalf of Palestinian civilians like Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar are being referred to as terrorist sympathizers. It's the oldest trick in the book. Now, thankfully, censorship over social media posts hasn't gone that bad yet. Here in the United States.
Who the fuck's even gonna believe that? it's like Ilhan Omar is a racist. She thinks all of America is racist, yet I'm pretty sure she hates white people more than pretty much anybody, but yeah, she is not in favor of terrorism. Maybe against what, so well, she's in favor of segregation against white people, so I mean, she does favor segregation, but that is what Israel does. Like I'm sure she was in favor of affirmative action. So she is pro-Israel. She's pro fucking segregation. It's like, what the fuck even is this shit? But like, yeah, I guess she's pro like Israel stuff over here. Like she wants segregation over here, but she says she doesn't want segregation over there, I'm guessing. So, do you think that it'd be a pro-terrorist stance or not?
States, but social media companies.
And she's not favoring Hamas. Yeah, I'm sure Hamas also doesn't want the segregation because they're the ones being segregated. But, like, this fucking shit of, like, she's sympathizing with terrorists. If you're going to say that of someone, that's a pretty damn big accusation. You have to show me the specific terrorist action that she like not only didn't condemn but supported, vouched for, and I could give you a bunch of examples of that. Like all of y'all seem to be in favor of this fucking collective punishment in Israel. Well, I mean in Palestine. Well, those are some acts of terrorism that I can point to and say, you claim to support this act of terrorism. You claim to support this act of terrorism. You claim to support this fucking act of terrorism. You claim to support this segregation. I can point to that and say, well, here you are saying that you support this act of terrorism. Here you are saying that you support collective punishment. Here you are saying that you don't support the First Amendment and that you will try your best to have it terminated. If you're gonna accuse someone of sympathy, like that's the stupidest being a sympathize with the terrorists. It's like a fucking like a little kid with Down syndrome speaking. Just sympathize with, dude. You mean you're sympathizing with their good positions, such as we don't want segregation? Oh well, this fucking you're sympathizing with terrorists. You want equal rights for everybody. They want rights for some. Israel wants rights for some. You say rights for all. Oh well, you're sympathizing with both sides, but no, you're not. You're just sympathizing with this side. You're fucking autism. Go kill yourself.
Companies are being accused of suppressing Palestinian voices. Meta, for example, is being accused of
like shitpost down,
suppressing information on Instagram, and popular pro-Palestine accounts on Twitter like Palestine Action is alleging that they're being suppressed as well. And as someone who followed them and then had to refollow after I was automatically unfollowed, I do think that there is some merit to their claims, if it's not just a bug or a glitch. But I think
that's some good fucking point.
Elon Musk probably is responsible for censorship.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking doubt it. And yeah, Elon Musk, like, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't doubt that from him, considering everything that's going on. Like, I mean, to be fair, it's not like he hasn't censored people in the past. He fucking has.
Here, he's been
like over just political reasons,
censoring voices that he disagreed with.
Dude, I can't believe this guy actually like profited himself as like he was gonna bring free speech, and he didn't even end the policy against hate speech. Like the first thing he said when he bought Twitter, I think when he took control, was, no, we're not going to end our policy against hate speech. Oh, so you wanted free speech. You bought this platform to bring out free speech. First thing you say, you're not going to have free speech, motherfucker, because this speech is still, like, off limits. Oh, so it's not free speech. You just, like, you're still with this speech is off limits. Yeah, that was the type of shit that we were trying to fight against. The speech is off limits. Because if you can say any speech is off limits unless it breaks the fucking law, like, those are different standards. But yeah, unless that's the case, which, well, you really don't have a choice at this point. When you, I mean, like, yeah, this is exactly the shit that came from liberals. Oh well, this is just beyond the line. If you can say that anything is going too far, it's like too extreme a speech. It's like, okay, well, then, if you could say this shit is too extreme a speech, you could say that about fucking anything, because different people have different standards for it, and the most authoritarian people will be the ones with just the highest fucking standards for, like, the lowest standards for what constitutes going too far with your opinion. So, I mean, yeah, to be fair, Elon Musk, it's like, I genuinely had massive respect for him at the beginning, but now it's like, dude, he disappointed me so fucking much.
Who's to say that he's not doing it again? But don't assume that widespread censorship isn't occurring here in the United States because it's not as prevalent as it is in Israel, because it is happening, and it has been happening. Journalists like Katie Halper, Mark Lamont Hill, Nathan J. Robinson, they've all been fired from The Hill.
I heard about, like, some people were fired from their job for having, like, of course, well, good on them for having taken that stance anyway. Like, I mean, you can't necessarily know they would have taken that stance had they know they would have been fired, but I'm guessing they would, since most people are good faith. But
CNN and The Guardian, respectively, for being critical of Israel. And furthermore, within the last...
Tucker Carlson doesn't also get the platform for speaking up for actual fucking realities, for speaking up for the truth. No, we're not gonna have this dumb shit. This doesn't even concern us. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Last 10 years,
I hope he doesn't get fucking censored by
anti-BDS laws in the United States have exploded.
Jesus Christ. In effect, yeah, aren't these unconstitutional? Like, these are literally anti-First Amendment laws. And, like, the only pretext I can see to such a law being, like, even, like, having a chance of passing with us having the First Amendment would be specifically if we were in times of war. Like, the First Amendment, like, it cannot be compromised under any condition in a democracy unless we're in a time of war, at least not in the United States. Like, how the fuck is this passing when we aren't even in a time of war? And again, I disagree with the idea that it should even be the case in a time of war, even though I completely acknowledge that it could impact the outcome of the war. It could damage your chances of success in your own war. But if your people if your citizens want it that way, well, your citizens fucking rule. So, but we aren't even at war. How the fuck is this not getting struck down immediately before it even gets into legislation? Like, how the fuck can this... What are they doing to make this shit even be passing, or be even a thing, even be considered? How the fuck did this become a thing?
With 30...
Like, we've turned into North Korea fucking overnight.
8 states adopting anti-BDS.
Insane. This... Dude, I hope I'm fucking dreaming. This shit isn't fucking real, dude. This... Oh, fuck. I've gotten 4 views this whole time. This is... very, very sad news, but I sort of expected that. But
yes, laws, as you could see by this chart here. Now, here's what this means. Quote, states with anti-boycott laws are effectively telling companies that if you do the right thing and disentangle yourselves from settlement abuses, you can't do business with us, said Andrea Prasso, Deputy U.S. Advocacy Director at Human Rights.
Wait, you can't do business with us. But that, so states told the businesses, how do you do business with the government? How the fuck does that work? Like, I mean, we have money in politics, but you can't really say that out loud. We're fucking making it. Companies, states, dude, I'm getting so high at this point. My mind's states should encourage, not sanction, companies that avoid contributing to rights abuses. Yeah, I
Rights
completely
Watch.
agree.
Quote, states should encourage, not sanction, companies that avoid contributing to human rights abuses. Many states have anti-boycott laws or policies that extend to individuals and companies
This
that
one I'm
enter
just high. I'm just like getting
into
confused over
business
myself.
contracts with states. These laws and policies require people entering into contracts to assert that they will not engage in any boycott activity. So in the United States of America,
Yeah, this is North Korea shit. Like, this is explicitly, you do not have the right to free speech.
you could be punished for speaking up and condemning a foreign government. But sometimes, even if you keep your mouth shut, it's what you don't do that can get you into trouble. You're sometimes
dude,
punished.
I'm genuinely amazed at this. Like, I'm genuinely amazed that this can be a thing. You can be prosecuted. Like, this is, like, the Constitution has been fucking suspended overnight. Like, we're living in a fucking third world shithole. Get me out of this third world fucking shithole, dude. Dude, fuck, I don't have any country I would rather be in than the United States, dude. I fucking love the shit out of this country. Fuck France. Fuck, like, pretty much everybody over there. If I was the president, I wouldn't fucking sanction medicine to France or do any of the crazy shit that Israel's doing to Gaza to France. But I hate the shit out of that country, dude. But, dude, like, I like this country, and this is... Fuck, dude, what happened to this country? Trump fucking warned us that this would happen, and he's the one fucking doing it.
For not signing a loyalty pledge to Israel in America. This happened to a Texas teacher who was fired for refusing to sign an
doesn't fucking stump. You, like... Yeah, again, let me back up on this because it
can get you into trouble. You're sometimes punished for not signing a loyalty pledge to Israel.
And why the fuck would you even have, like, is it even constitutional to ask you to sign that? Like, why the fuck would
in America? This,
like, why would the scoreboard? This is public school, right? So how the fuck should they have the right to screen you on your opinions? Yeah, you should, like, you have First Amendment rights. You have thought crimes are not crimes. You're a publicly employed, like, you're public, fucking, yeah, you're employed by the government. Dude, I'm getting slow and shit. You're employed by the fucking government. The government has no right to be authoritarian over its people or over the people it employs. Your company, like a company, is authoritarian. Like, they should be authoritarian. It's like they are paying you for you to be under their authority and for you to obey them. So you are getting paid in exchange for them having authority over you. But with the government, they have to apply by democratic means. Like, they absolutely have to be democratic because this is like the services that teachers offer them. They are offering the service to the United States, to the people in there. Like, they are fucking...
this happened to a Texas teacher.
What the fuck just happened here? Okay, dude, I completely forgot what I was gonna say, but, yeah, like, these people, when they serve the government, they aren't serving, like, the people in power with the government. They are serving the people who the United States has a duty to. The citizens, the children, so the future citizens. Like, the teachers have rights because the citizens go above the fucking government.
America. This happened to a Texas
think
teacher
I
who was
saw it on
fired
my
for
TV.
refusing to sign an anti-BDS loyalty pledge to Israel. And the
They shouldn't even, like, have this fucking come
same
up.
exact thing happened to Abby Martin, as she explained in this video from November of 2020.
In February of this year, I was supposed to give a keynote speech at Georgia Southern University. Before the event, I refused to sign a state-mandated pledge to not boycott Israel in order to speak.
That should not be fucking allowed. Like, the state should not have the right to enforce you signing a pledge that you pledge to believe in God, that you pledge to, that you pledge to, I don't know, support terrorism, that you pledge to, whatever. Like, they should not have the right to ask you to pledge to have a certain opinion or any of that shit. That is, by definition, fascism. Like, it doesn't get like A, B, AB, that it, like it's as basic as you fucking get, dude. This, like, it is just breaking
My invitation was
fucking
rescinded
brain, dude.
and the conference canceled as a result. I decided to sue the state of Georgia because signing an anti-BDS clause in order to work in the state is a direct violation of my constitutional rights to free speech.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like, the state doesn't get to be authoritarian towards the people it hires, since the people it hires are public. They offer a public service, so they aren't your fucking belongings to do whatever you want with. They aren't your pawns to use as you please. They have their own rights. They offer public service. They are serving the people, not you. Not fucking you. You are just paying them because you serve the people too. They are serving the people, you're serving the people. You can't be fucking authoritarian towards them. Like, they have
participate
the same
in political
fucking,
boycotts. Just days after this lawsuit was filed and widely reported in the press, Netanyahu tweeted this. He said, "Whoever boycotts us will be boycotted. In recent years, we've promoted laws in most U.S. states."
We've promoted laws in most U.S. states which determine that strong action is to be taken against whoever tries to boycott Israel. So here we go. Israel admitting that they are trying to interfere with U.S. laws to pressure the United States to repeal its First Amendment. So Israel is actively admitting to trying to terminate our constitution. This is an act of terrorism. Why don't we immediately declare economic war on them? And again, we definitely shouldn't go after their civilians. Like, we should just go after, like, the president, Netanyahu. Why haven't we executed him? He's a terrorist, and we've executed democratic leaders. What was it? I think maybe Trump assassinated him, maybe Obama did, I don't fucking know. Some, like, president who we pretty much did a coup, and we put in our own fucking chosen guy to be pretty much our puppet, like a puppet for the United States. I forgot it wasn't in Venezuela. It was in some shithole third world African country or Middle Eastern country, right? Like, we just did a coup on them. Like, we assassinated their democratically elected president, who was, I believe, also fighting ISIS on the fucking ground, and like, we just replaced him with a, like, we're cool with doing this shit. Why don't we execute a war criminal who should be assassinated for war crimes, who is also engaging in active acts of terrorism, active acts, I'm a dumbass, in acts of terrorism against the United States, trying to demolish our constitution, trying to have our status as a democracy. They are trying to challenge that. Like, they are actively trying to destroy our democracy. This is
which determine that
pretty big. Like, that's a big action against
strong
us.
action is to be taken against whoever tries to boycott Israel. So here you have a foreign country essentially threatening economic consequences to dictate the constitutional rights of Americans.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have said it better.
Then you had Georgia state officials essentially citing Israel Netanyahu as part of their defense for these laws. I mean, this is a free speech case under the U.S. Constitution. So why is it that you have a foreign leader, making veiled threats for economic consequences, and then you have actual state officials in Georgia?
Yeah, we aren't declaring war on them. In fact, we're fucking helping them. Like, this is cock behavior to its fucking finest. Like, this person is engaging in acts of terrorism against us. They are, threatening economic sanctions if we don't, turn our democracy into a dictatorship. And how do we respond? Do we fucking start nuking them like we would if Iran was doing this shit? Which, of course, again, I wouldn't agree with because they're fucking civilians, dude. But are we fucking doing this shit? Like, is that our response? They would be our response. No, we're fucking cucking up to them and giving them a bunch of money. Like, as if they needed that shit. They have free healthcare over there. They're way richer than us, right? Like, dude, we need that fucking money for over here. And also, we should, take our money out of the fucking U.S. military, cut the shit out of that, because, yeah, they just can't fucking get planes that work. They spend, trillions of dollars on planes that don't fucking, dude, whatever. There's a completely separate tangent. But, Yeah, dude, these people who are, like, actively showing themselves to be our enemies, they are, like, fucking, yeah, they are threatening us. We're still giving them money. Like, but this is just, like, you have all the donors over there. It has to be this shit. Like, I don't fucking get it, dude. This is fucking cuck behavior to its finest. This is worse than cuck. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cuck behavior, but there's wrong with this fucking cuck behavior, alright? There's, like... Dude, I'm just gonna shut the fuck
Georgia
up. But
citing foreign
yeah, I got my point
officials
across,
as their
I
reason
guess.
to undermine the U.S. Constitution here.
It's remarkable and fundamentally distressing that you have elected officials in the United
Oh my
States.
god, she just started talking like, dude, I didn't know this motherfucker was a robot. She looks like it. I should have guessed, dude. What the? It's fundamentally disrespect. Whatever the fuck she said. That we have
who actually are willing to sacrifice Americans' First Amendment rights, cherish First Amendment rights.
Dude, is she like summarizing what she's saying but making it longer? Like, dude, this person is a great communicator, great teacher. What is she, a teacher? I think. No, I don't know, but like, yeah, great.
At the request of a foreign country. And it's demanding basically that you and anyone else.
You're just summarizing what she said. Like, why are you just repeating what she said?
Sign a loyalty oath to a foreign country in order.
Yeah, like, the only feedback she's adding is, yeah, this is bad. Wait, like, I'm pretty sure she already said it, so yeah, she didn't say anything.
To be able to contract with the state of Georgia. And the situation is so extreme that, in fact, one of the state legislatures, Deborah Silcox, when they were seeking to amend the law and raise that limit to $100,000.
Amend. Dude, I'm just
Always try and moot your case. Actually said in a committee meeting at the state legislature that she had been asked to take that step by the Israeli consulate, and apparently even brought a member.
Isn't that an act of terrorism? Like, the Israelis try to intervene in a court case in the United States to get someone to be prosecuted for using their First Amendment rights. So they are actively going out of their way, forcefully enacting, trying to forcefully terminate the First Amendment, terminate our status as a democracy. They are trying to forcefully turn the United States into a dictatorship instead of a democracy. They aren't just imposing economic sanctions. Like, they are interfering with our justice system. Like, it doesn't get, like, they've gone from terrorizing just Gaza to terrorizing the United
Israeli
States.
consulate to speak in that meeting.
And was still fucking cocking up to them. I'm so fucking tired of
this. Is the United States. This is where, we're told
the
over
fucking land of freedom, dude. What the fuck happened to this beautiful land? It's like, my fucking walls seem just so much sadder now. This isn't the fucking freedom country, dude. You don't learn to fucking value this shit until you have it taken away from you. And I'm just so sad of what I fucking lost today. The fucking United States.
Over and over again that, it's American rights, that we have the First Amendment, that we have the Constitution, that we have the Bill of Rights, that this stands for American freedom. And then they can just quickly turn around and say, well, another country directed that we take these actions, and so we're going to do that.
Absolutely chilling. Now, thankfully,
She didn't add any, not a single bit of new information. She just summarized everything the other girl said, but probably they're much longer.
Lauren ended up winning her lawsuit, and I will link you to the video down below where I talked about the outcome of.
Yo, I'm guessing you don't have to do a lot of shit. There isn't much evidence you need to prove that, to win that case. You sort of got a pretty damn solid case. My First Amendment rights were violated. Well, that's fucking unlawful.
That case, but just for a second, imagine that your employer fired you because they demanded that you sign a loyalty pledge to.
I mean, to be fair, as long as they aren't the government, yeah, they should have the right to do that. They should have the right to demand that we all stand for Hamas and fire anybody who doesn't, and go bankrupt because, well, they're all fucking retarded. they should have the right to be retarded. They should have the right to be authoritarian and retarded, because we are like, they are paying us to insert their authority over us. And I would say, of course, like, as an employer myself, if I was an employer, from my moral values, I would apply humanitarian standards. I would make sure to give these employees a living wage. I would maybe even do like paid fucking sick leave, paid parental leave, like as much as I could fucking do. Like, I just make sure to, like, I wouldn't keep much fucking profit to myself. I'd make sure to ensure the humanitarian rights of my employees. But you don't fucking owe them that shit. You just owe them whatever you put in a contract with them. And it's like, you fucking get to make the contract, because if they don't like it, they can get to agree or disagree. Just like they can make their own contract, show it to you, and say, and they can say, hey, look, I'm not gonna work with you. I'm sure, like, at McDonald's, you can't do that shit. I'm sure there are probably some fucking jobs, some fucking, like, high up jobs where, like, you sign a contract with someone, like, where you can also make your own demands. And imagine if I came up to McDonald's. I should have the right to go up to them, give them my own contract, like a silly little autistic kid. Just give them a contract. I propose to work for you, but under these conditions. And I will only work for you if you sign my piece of fucking paper that I took off the ground. And, like, you should have the right to do that. And if McDonald's fucking, I don't know, they had a retard working for them who was like the manager, and they signed you a sheet of fucking paper, well, then the company should have to abide by your fucking conditions too, because they fucking signed it. So again, this goes both ways. So I mean, I completely disagree with this shit. I'm against fascism in every way, including against like letting companies have what they demand for their check. If you put a price on something, if something is yours, you get to put a price on it, and you get to demand what you want for that price. If you have unreasonable standard, well, somebody could go work somewhere else. Just like you should get to go to McDonald's with your like insane fucking standards contract and say, oh well, do you sign this? I want to get an exclusion from you. I want a $40 wage, $40 an hour. Like, I know all other employees are gonna, but I want more than that shit, because I'm special. I get to work for you only for that. No, they should get the right to do that, just like your employees should get the right to, like, the employers should get the right to fucking refuse to sign the contract. I mean, dude, I feel like, didn't I just say the same exact thing fucking twice in a row? Yeah, this is why I shouldn't fucking smoke weed. Well, why did I start smoking weed? I'm probably gonna keep smoking weed now, because I'm fucking even more retarded. But yeah, dude, either way, I gotta try harder. Okay.
Russia or Saudi Arabia or China, and you didn't.
Wait, what the fuck about China now?
Fired you because they demanded that you sign a loyalty pledge to Russia or Saudi Arabia or China, and you didn't.
Yeah, I think I should have done. I'd probably just do that. Be like, fucking whatever, dude. What is my support gonna do anyway? Since this wouldn't be controversial, it's like, but yeah, signing a pledge like that I support the terrorism against Gaza, and that shit is happening now, and it's a big topic. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, do you pledge to support fucking Australia and New Zealand? Like, if they want to start building a new fucking zoo or some shit? Like, do you support any of their plans to fucking launch rockets into space? Fucking sure, dude. I don't give a shit. But I mean, yeah. But if they ask me to sign that stuff, I think they should have the right to ask me to sign whatever they want. Just like I should have the right to go up to them and ask them to sign whatever they want, and they should have the right to obviously fucking refuse it if they would, and then not hire me because I'm a retard. They should have the right to do that, discriminate on that standard too. That's actually a pretty logical thing to discriminate on. But yeah, they should have the right to put anything they want in their contract. Like, just lowers the bet for them, because some people aren't gonna want to work there. But then if they refuse to sign the contract because of that, the state shouldn't get to fucking sanction them. Because fucking democracy. Here you go. Basic fucking logic, dude. Fascism is bad, but fascism is also bad. But fascism is also bad, whichever way you go.
Politicians would quickly condemn.
Okay, any like chat? No, let me guess, no. Oh, I got 5 views though. I probably fucking refreshed my shit without realizing. Oh, no, I got 3 likes now. Average view duration. I don't really buy that shit, but maybe. But that'd be pretty cool though, actually. So concurrent view. Wait. Yeah. So that is still me. Oh, look, and now there's this glitch. It says fucking 4 likes. Okay, so now I know there's really 3 at least. No, shut the fuck up. Why do I get these fucking spam notifications? Shut the fuck up, dude. Okay.
And that the media would condemn that. But we have a far-right Israeli government.
I wouldn't fucking condemn that. I would think you should have the right to not give some homeless person some money, even if they are starving, and it's like, it's obviously the right thing to do. You can afford that. They should get to not be nice to their employees as long as they don't, like, break the law, start fucking randomly killing them or some shit. They shouldn't get to do that, but, should all be fucking obvious stuff.
Governments literally dictating the free speech rights of United States citizens, and
yeah, it's like I want to say, dude, you said that already, but it's like, dude, yeah, I would fucking repeat that too. In fact, I probably have. I mean, no, by the time he started talking about it, I was probably too high to even fucking respond. But otherwise, I would have been fucking screaming that shit over and over again, like I was earlier about fucking terror state and the First Amendment. I was saying that over and over again. They are fucking opposing, because that's what it is, and that's fucking absurd, and you gotta say it over there. It's like, dude, this shit is fucking, yeah, they are terrorizing the United States. Yeah, I don't blame him at all for fucking repeating that shit. Like, that's gotta be emphasized, dude. Like, Jesus Christ, I still can't get that through my fucking head, dude. It can't sink in. We're fucking allowing this shit, and we're cucking up to this fucking shithole, fucking segregationist, fascist, goddamn garbage fucking country. Fucking why, dude? We're the United States, the most powerful country, the #1 country, and we're just embarrassing ourselves by fucking cucking up to these dipshits, to this fucking terrorist, Netanyahu. Like, the fucking... This is beyond fucking retardation, beyond gay, beyond fucking... Dude.
It's just a common phenomenon here. It's not even controversial, and as you've seen...
Yeah, I'm very surprised it's not controversial. This shit should be all over the fucking news. I hope it will. I don't think it will be. Like, dude, I am shocked. But this doesn't happen all the time. Dude, I've been in this political sphere all the time. This doesn't happen, okay? Somebody doesn't just, like, get censored by the state when they're, like, no, having, like, hearing of, oh, the United Kingdom just, like, either has banned or is thinking of banning your rights to hold up a Palestinian flag. Well, I don't know much about the UK, but I haven't heard of that shit before. What the fuck is that? It's like, well, some pretty similar shit that are just, like, unheard of in the United States. What the fuck is this? You don't have the right to protest for somebody? For some... And it's like, people aren't even, like, it's not even, like, Hamas support that is banned. And that would be just as fucking insane, because... Again, with the First Amendment, it's like, they're legit just people who are supporting the human rights of citizens in a foreign country. They aren't supporting terrorism. No one is. Why the fuck would anyone do that? And why would anyone think it's worth, like, spending their time of day going around and doing that shit as if that message would resonate with fucking anybody? Like, not even terrorists would be that dumb, but they wouldn't be over here because Hamas isn't fucking over here, dude. Like, they don't give a shit about over here. Again, like I fucking mentioned that. Like, this is a territorial dispute that isn't happening here, okay? This is all about Jerusalem. Like, everybody, if you ask them, what is Hamas after? They after the United States or after fucking, like, Palestine and Israel? Like, after, Jerusalem. What do they care about? Jerusalem or fucking New York or like Paris or fucking Washington DC? Like, everybody would tell you, yeah, they care about Jerusalem most, I'm guessing. They only care about Jerusalem, in fact. And it's like, dude, my fucking brain can't register this fucking damage.
We don't.
But this is not common, okay? This is not like, oh, this is just fucking procedure, dude. First Amendment, you don't have that shit. It's like, no, I haven't seen that here. That seems very new. That seems very shocking. I started a live stream all of a sudden when I was about to go to sleep because tomorrow I have fucking school and I'm gonna wake up and wanna fucking kill myself because I'm gonna be way too tired. But here I fucking am doing this shit, okay? Because I am very surprised. I'm very shocked. I am very fucking on my rockers and shit.
Don't want Israel to dictate free speech rights in the United States because they're pretty fucking bad at protecting free speech in their country. They're penalizing people who criticize them. But furthermore, just having a foreign government dictate U.S. policy at all is a bit of a slippery slope. No, it's a bit...
Yeah, like, it doesn't even matter if it's a civilian. No, having that happen at all is fucking forbidden. If Iran did this, we would be sending the nukes immediately. If any other country did this, we'd be sending the fucking nukes, dude. We wouldn't be allowing this shit. If China did this, we probably wouldn't be sending nukes, but it'd probably be all over Fox News, all over, like, every right-wing media would be telling us we need to start sending the nukes. Even though we'd be like, I don't know, like, they'd like, every media would make a huge fucking deal about that shit. Like, oh, well, China's just taking over. Dude, Israel just does that, and it's
frightening,
like,
is it not?
Just...
Now, obviously, these anti-BDS laws are in violation.
Like a much bigger topic than it is. And he's just saying out loud, like on Twitter, yeah, I'm just doing this to the United States. They're fucking supporting me, and we're openly saying that we're putting pressure on them to like end their status as democracy, to just suspend their own laws. Like,
of the First Amendment, which is why Abby Martin won her lawsuit and why multiple anti-BDS laws have been blocked by federal courts multiple times. But it's not always a sure bet given the politicized nature of our judiciary, and an anti-BDS law in Arkansas was actually upheld by a U.S. appeals court in 2022. But understand that this attack on free speech at the behest of Israel is not unique to the United States. France literally banned all Palestinian protests. France, democratic country.
No, not a democratic country. I fucking was born in France. I went there like just last year. France, the idea that France is a democratic country is fucking laughable. They are not. They are a fascist, semi-third world fucking communist country. They are not at all a democracy. They are a semi-third world country. They literally, you're not allowed to mow your lawn over there. You are, because, oh, apparently some people don't know where these people fucking are. Apparently some people in France are just dying of thirst. They don't have enough water. Excuse me, the fuck? That's really happening now, is it? Yeah, well, that's pretty weird. Do they live in the fucking desert? Do they live in the mountains? Yeah, there are mountains in France, there are fucking deserts. So what the fuck is this shit? Like, tell them to get out of the fucking mountains, and go, like, in a populated area where they have water. Like, apparently there are droughts and all, but, like, you're telling citizens you cannot mow your fucking lawn. Apparently they even have, like, yeah, that's new. They have recycling things, things that are recyclable. You can't put them in the trash can. You have to put them in this recycling bin. Otherwise, you can get a fine. Now, again, those are good things to put like, we should encourage that. Maybe, how about, give people, like, an extra, like, a benefit. Like, fucking, who the fuck knows? $10 a month. Fucking $10 a month. Dude, here you go. Free handout of $10 a month. If you, with some, I don't know, some social benefit, if you can continuously, like, put things in the recycling thing, because those are things you should want to encourage people to do. But no, they aren't doing it through democratic means, they're just doing it through fascist means. Oh, well, we're taking control, the government's taking control of its citizens' personal lives, you do not have the right to water your fucking lawn. you can't even cut your lawn. That's also not fucking allowed. Otherwise, you could get fined. Like, you have to let your lawn fucking die out because there are things that are more important. It doesn't matter if they're more important to you. You shouldn't have the right to your own position. It's like France is a fucking fascist country. It's like the idea that they aren't authoritarian is fucking laughable. Like, they are authoritarian as fuck.
Controlled by a liberal government, banned all pro-Palestinian protests.
Yeah, well, they are liberal as fuck. They're fucking communists.
And as Amnesty International,
like, water has legit been declared a public property. Like, you can't own water. Water cannot be a private property. You can't own it. It's a public good or public. Basically, you can't own water as a property. When water is an essential thing for all of us to pay, it's like, what the fuck is this shit? You can't own water. It's like saying you can't own access to electricity. You have to limit your access to. Where would they have it? Probably in China, actually. Now that I think about it, I just randomly thought, yeah, how about electricity? I don't even know how that came to mind. Yeah, they probably do that shit in China. Like, the next notch of communism. It's like, yeah, France is the mock. Fuck me, dude. I want to fucking kill myself.
National points out, Germany has banned pro-Palestine protests in most cities.
Dude, by the way, let me make sure I'm just... Okay, yeah, neither of my things are muted. Dude, I look like a faggot. I should, like, do this. Yeah, now I look less faggoty, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. Yeah, dude, I feel really guilty for using... Every time I use the word faggot and I'm watching this guy, I just feel really guilty of the fact, like, he would really disapprove of them, and I really respect him. And I, like, dude, I feel bad, because I really fucking care about this guy. This guy is, like, really important to me. It's like, fuck, dude. But I like using the word nigger and faggot. It's funny, so... Yeah. Quick disclaimer, this wasn't fucking hate speech, dumbass. I'm just, referring to the word. Okay, I'm not calling anyone. Okay.
Switzerland also banned protests in certain cities, and waving the Palestinian flag may soon be.
And yeah, by the way, YouTube should have the right to be authoritarian too. Even though I also think it's immoral. I've been pretty open in my criticism of them doing that. I think they should have the right to delete my channel because I'm white, if they fucking want to. So, as much as I will continue to, bitch about YouTube being authoritarians, because everyone should know about it, and I'm mad about it, yeah, they should also have that right. Just so we're fucking clear, yeah, does go both ways on fucking everything.
Illegal
like, not good.
In the UK as well.
Yeah.
Now, at the start of this video, I pointed out the
Wait, what did he just say?
soon be illegal in the UK. Pro-Palestine protests in most cities. Switzerland,
Oh my god, this is like a pretty important
controlled by a liberal government, banned all pro-Palestinian protests. And as
yeah, that's it's like for France. I wish I could comment because, like, dude, my brain's so broken. I would probably just go on a fucking tangent, just saying, probably repeating the same shit I just repeated again, but like more fucking clumsily. So yeah, actually. But okay, let's see this
Amnesty
shit.
International points out, Germany has banned pro-Palestine protests in most.
I mean, to be fair, they're probably like all over the this is anti-Semitism shit. And in Germany, I'm guessing they probably have like strict anti-Semitism laws. Like, they aren't exactly a democracy when it comes to free speech. But like, yeah, I guess some people might. I mean, again, I'm pro free speech in every incident. I definitely don't think that's justified. I think they should allow for Nazis to protest if they want, because that's free speech, and I think everyone should have that unalienable right. Like, the fact that you're born in Germany and that's your home doesn't mean you shouldn't have the right to free speech, including your free speech if you're retard. You should also have the right to say retarded shit if you're retarded, because you should have free speech regardless of where you were born, whether you're dumbass. You should have that. This should be a human right for everybody, but yeah, in Germany, I get where people are coming from. I get why a lot of people are sympathetic to this. Yeah, like, they are harsh on anti-Semitism. They don't really have free speech around that, but it's sort of, like, we get where they're coming from. Like, I sort of do get where they're coming from. They don't want this to start coming back. They aren't. I just disagree that it's the right path to fucking take. You should just have a democracy, and then this shit will be discouraged as much as it fucking could be, because who the fuck likes Hitler, especially over there? They probably see like Hitler is like the biggest insult over there. Like, if you, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you hide Hitler over there, you probably get arrested, which I'm against that, but who the fuck would be hiding Hitler over there anyway? But dude, Jesus Christ, that was a huge monologue I just did. How about I try to shut the fuck up? What was that? Yeah, Germany. Yeah, okay.
Most cities. Switzerland also.
So yeah, they're probably gonna go on this. If you support human rights for everyone indiscriminately, indiscriminately, that doesn't discriminate against like the ones we hate. So that's pretty much anti-Semitism. You don't hate the people we hate, so you hate us. Like that is again like the logic they're using here. These aren't people who were dropped on the head as kids. You wouldn't imagine, since they're like public officials and shit saying that stuff. Oh well, you don't hate the people I hate, so you're pretty much hating us. That's pretty much what they're gonna say. Oh well, you don't hate Palestinians and Hamas equally. You just don't. You think Palestinians, yeah, they're civilians. They aren't terrorists. They aren't Hamas. Oh well, we hate all of them. So like, yeah, Hamas. They like all this shit. There's a lot of anti-Semitism in there, right? Like they're attacking the fucking Jews. They're attacking Israel. They hate the Jews. Hamas does. Okay, that's like they're probably gonna do that shit of just associating, yeah, the civilians and Hamas are like pretty much the same. So
also ban protests in certain cities, and waving the Palestinian flag may soon be illegal in the UK as well.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like you wouldn't expect this shit, like the UK. I don't like. I'm assuming they're fucking democracy. What the fuck is this shit? This shit doesn't happen in a democracy, dog. It fucking doesn't. Like maybe in France, they like you're not allowed to fucking go outside and like mow your fucking lawn in your backyard. There's just so much shit about France. I can't even think of it at the top of my head, but yeah, they have almost complete control. They are fine with controlling any aspect of their citizens' personal lives. So France, it really doesn't fucking surprise me. Like, I remember when I was in France and I made, like, one of these jokes that, like, I actually heard people saying those in school. Like, what is it, dark humor jokes? What's the difference between a Jew and a pizza? The pizza doesn't scream when you put it in the oven. Like, that fucking edgy joke that I, like, Googled in, like, 10th grade or whatever the fuck. It's like, yeah, some people in the United States, they were just, I remember in school, they were reading those out to the science teacher, and she was like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Shut up, bro. Like, and then I repeated it to, like, there was, like, a few members of my family, my mother, my dad, my grandpa, and, like, yeah, they were all, as soon as I said that, they were like, dude, if this was out in, you would be arrested. You know, over here you could get arrested for that. Yeah, if you say that shit, they could bring you into questioning and then fine you. It's like, oh fuck, France is a democracy. Okay.
Now, at the start of this video, I pointed out the Republicans who support a draconian crackdown of free speech at the behest of the Israeli government, and that's not surprising considering the far right in the U.S. has authoritarian ambitions, just like the far right does in Israel. In
fact, like the far left in the U.S. also has authoritarian ambitions. What do you want the minimum authoritarian, buddy? What the fuck else, dude? I'm so high. Yeah, there's a pretty big lot of shit that you're authoritarian.
Netanyahu's judicial overhaul has.
Dude, I love how I said that, but I just named like 3 things because I'm just too high, dude. I fucking probably named a bunch more, like, in other videos, but it's, like, mostly those 3, like, fucking Democrats shit, just being authoritarian on businesses, just, yeah, the rich, they pretty much don't have rights, because, like, we should get a leech off them if we want to. They are pretty much our servants. That didn't sound pretty democratic, and that's pretty much like, I'm just paraphrasing, but that's his legal position. He wants them to be our servants. He wants them to be forced to pay us, to give us all of these benefits, to pretty much treat us as their servants, when we are their servants by definition of they employ us to work for them. But he wants them to be our servants. But he doesn't want us to pay them, because usually if someone's gonna be your servant, you pay them. No, he doesn't want, he wants to raise the wages, not for the employers. He doesn't want us to start having to pay our employees since they're gonna be serving us now. No, he wants a socialist democracy, which means, yeah, what is it? Something the means of production. Dude, I need to look this shit up. What do socialists want to do with them? Like, yeah, what do they want to do with this shit? What is the term again? Yeah, they want workers to, I remember, they want workers to seize the means of production. So they want the employees to be the bosses of their employers. So they want the employers to serve their employees. And they want to be giving the paychecks to the people who are being served and not the servants. And on top of that, they want to increase the fucking salary of the people getting served for getting served. It's like, that's fucking insane, right? But on top of that, yeah, they think, oh, your companies, if you legit take days off of work, you decide instead of working for your company as you're fucking paid to do, you're going to take a day off to, instead of working for your company's best interest, you're going to go work against your company's best interests by fucking striking against them. And again, it might be justified. You might have justified frustrations, but you are actively acting against your company's best interests. They don't think the company should have the right to fire you if you're literally like taking a day off of work, refusing to do your duties when you're not sick. You don't have a justification for not being able to go to work when that is your duty. That's like, you're contracted, you get paid if you go to work. If you choose not to go to work, you don't have a fucking excuse. Like, you just want to work against our own best interests. You want to hurt this company or terrorize us into forcing us to bow to your demands when we make the demands. Remember who the fuck's in charge, dumbass. It's like, dude, yeah, they're fucking clearly authoritarian on the left too.
It's been characterized as a
no. The right is authoritarian. You have been authoritarian for a very long
coup
time,
because it would spawn a constitutional crisis. And also Donald Trump here in the United States was accused of doing a coup as well, or at least attempting a coup.
So he was accused or he did it?
By trying to illegally stay in power.
Oh yeah, he fucking felt. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, Trump.
Power after he lost the election.
Failing. That's why he had his fucking election, his campaign promise back in 2020, I think. No, I'm a dumbass. Back in 2016, I'm gonna build a wall. And what is he saying now? We're gonna secure the border? Oh, well, Biden's fucking, completely destroyed your work with his open border policy. Oh, except that he didn't do that because he's actually, deported way more fucking illegal aliens than you were. That was, your number one thing. You ran on that. And, that's the thing that you're all slamming him for, is immigration. Pretty much more than anything, you're slamming Biden on immigration. And Trump ran on the issue of immigration. Yet both Biden and Obama have deported more legal aliens than any other president. Let alone Trump. They deported way more legal aliens than Trump. So, the roles are absolutely reversed. Trump is the one who had the open border, and Biden closed the border. Obama had closed the border. Trump went in on the premise of, we have an open border, we're going to close this border. Then he opened the border pretty much. He might as well have, because he deported so many less fucking people. It's bro, yeah, on this shit, they're completely fucking retarded. But I don't even know why I'm talking about that, because that's probably so off topic. I don't know how this tangent Wait, how the fuck did this tangent come up? Now I'm sorta... And dude, by the way, they still have no views, right? Yeah, okay. Fucking course.
A coup as well, or at least attempting a coup by trying to illegally stay in power after he lost the election.
I still no idea how I fucking got to this.
But what's
then Trump.
interesting is that liberals in the U.S. can clearly acknowledge the threat posed by Donald Trump's far-right, ultra-nationalist, fascist policies.
To be fair, that's so ironic that the people who are in the opposition party, they are so much more ready to condemn like their political opponent than people in the opposition. Undeniably, like, who in fact destroyed the Republican Party, like, just fucking destroyed. He's funny as fuck, like, but he has destroyed our fucking party, dude. Like, there's no debate over it. He fucking has, right? But what was I talking about?
When it comes to Israel's version of
Dude, now I'm not gonna ever know what
nationalist fascist policies. But when it comes to Israel's version of Donald Trump, Netanyahu, and their far-right ultra-nationalist government,
Trump's a fucking cuck,
liberals seem to have a blind spot. They can't.
Trump's gay, dude.
See how
he's a gay cuck. He's cucked up to Netanyahu.
Netanyahu, like Trump, also poses a danger to democracy, not just democracy in Israel. Our
orange gay cuck, dude. Fuck yeah.
Democracy too, because they are literally pushing for policies to censor United States citizens. Benjamin Netanyahu admitted this.
Yeah, and he fucking admitted it, and like again, like it's like he knows how cucked up the United States is to him. So he's just like, dude, he is a one man with a fuck ton of a hell of a lot of power, dude. Like he can literally know, dude, I can inform the United States publicly, hey, I am terrorizing you. I am trying to overthrow your government. Actively doing that. I'm sanctioning your government. And they're gonna keep giving us fucking money when we don't even need it. It's like,
and
fuck.
Those anti-BDS laws.
We're the fucking top country. What the fuck is the point of being the top country if we're gonna be so fucking cocked up to a terrorist state? This is just fucking
laws that I mentioned. Guess who supports those? It's not just Republicans like Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis and Tim Scott. These anti-BDS laws have widespread bipartisan support. It's not just Republicans who support them. Perhaps Republicans support...
to be fair, once that shit passes, and that's pretty, like, yeah, I'm guessing they probably have, like, only libtards over there, so... I don't know, they probably have some Republicans, but it's probably
the most draconian crackdowns on free...
over there, I know they're definitely labeled as racist. Like, this isn't only a thing in the United States, by the way. I heard that, like, there aren't enough right-wingers in France for you to even hear about them, but, like, when people talk about the right-wingers, it's very weird, but they call them racists too. Like, they do that, and for them, it's like, since they're against immigration of, like, Muslim people, except that over there's actually there's some justification. It's not like us with the Mexicans who are fleeing the drug cartels, when we should just legalize all drugs, that it fixed the fucking issue. We could put the cartels out of business, and it's also the right thing to do, because fascism fucking is bad. We in the United States should acknowledge this. If you want to do something with your body and you're not hurting anybody else, that constitutes you're just abiding by the principles of live and let live. We don't go into your personal life, because we aren't fucking France, dude. We aren't fucking North Korea or some shit. We don't do that shit. We're the United States. We're the fucking free country, am I right? So, yeah, drug cartels, we could just put them out of business. Solve the issue. And all these people who are fleeing the drug cartels, I don't know. Maybe because we aren't fucking legalizing all drugs, maybe we're contributing to their problem and them having to flee the fucking drug cartels. We're not accepting it. Now, like, in France, there's a lot of people who are running from terrorism, but it's fair to say some of them might be terrorists. And, like, in terrorist actions, so, like, acts of terrorism are actually carried out in France by, like, I don't know, like, some of the Muslim immigrants. And, yeah, they do have terrorism in France because of, like, Muslim immigration. And, of course, most Muslims aren't like that in fucking France either. Because, like, both, like, the Muslims in France and the Muslims in the fucking United States, given the culture, most of them aren't going to believe in fucking Sharia law and all that type of shit, right? They aren't going to believe in that cancer. No, there's like kill on all non-believers. You ask a Muslim in France or in the United States, do you support killing non-believers? They'll be like, fuck no, the fuck are you talking about? Are you slandering my religion? I mean, that is what the Quran says, but they don't fucking see it that way, because just like people in the, like, if you ask a Christian over here, dude, do you support killing all the gays? They'll be like, yeah, fuck no, what the fuck you asking me that shit for, retard? Well, your fucking Bible says that, but we don't fucking acknowledge this here because, like, we're not an extremist fucking country. But, like, yeah, then some of these people are migrating from the extremist countries. They aren't, like, all people who have integrated and, like, who are sort of fucking normal and shit. I don't mean normal, I'm just fucking around, but...
Free speech.
Yeah.
But Democrats aren't opposing what Republicans are saying here. So if you're disgusted by the censorious proposals from Republican presidential candidates, don't be surprised if Democrats come out and support them too.
No clue what that means.
Or propose their own versions that maybe are a little bit tamer. And the reason why so many U.S. politicians are choosing to go along with the far-right government of Israel, even if they're liberal, is because, I mean, well, there's multiple reasons. First of all, propaganda. Second of all, there's the Israel lobby. There's a lot of foreign governments,
big lobby, big money, dude,
that spend millions of dollars lobbying U.S. politicians. And
it's not like Saudi Arabia, dude. Why the fuck is Trump over there? Want to say like shitty fucking, like, you know, it's not an Africa. It's a shitty Middle Eastern country, dude. Why the fuck would he be over
Israel
there?
is in the top 10, one of the biggest spenders to influence U.S. policy, and a lot of them, if they speak out,
dude, I should look up. I guarantee China is one of them. I fucking guarantee it. Saudi Arabia. I don't really fucking know. Qatar. There's probably some Qatar, whatever fucking country that's probably rich. I heard.
Even if they don't
know,
take.
Dude. Should I look that up? I mean, it's probably important. I should probably know. Top 10 richest countries. It's probably those. Not in Europe. Shut the fuck up. Western country. I didn't fucking ask for Western. I'm guessing Saudi Arabia is not a Western country. This is, yeah, you see, that's, what the fuck is this? This might be a, no, it's India though, is it? So that's China. China's a Western fucking country. Wait, maybe that's a Russian. Jesus, I'm so fucking high, dude. This is Canada. Did I just say that's China and then that's Russia? Okay, so this is France. I think that then this is Germany. This is, I feel, Britain. Dude, this is fucking Confederate. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know any of this shit. Or this is maybe Belgium. No, it's not Belgium. It's Germany. Dude, what the fuck am I doing? I have fucking autism. Christ. Oh fuck, dude, here we go. North America, that's not a country, you fucking... Europe. Okay, here we go, Europe. Great country, motherfucker. Dude. I wanna fucking kill my... Okay, no, it's just sections. Didn't have it. Okay, that makes sense. China, Japan. I don't think Japan is influencing us at all, but I'm surprised. Wait, are you saying by... What is this? Total wealth. Okay, wealth. Yeah, that's what it's going by. Okay. Germany, UK, France, India. Dude, wait, are these like shitty countries even on there? Because Israel is 32nd. Let me see what country. Austria. I forgot Austria existed. What else? Indonesian. Yeah, that is a country. Fuck, that's true. Hong Kong. Yeah, it's not like we're fighting much for Hong Kong when China's like fucking with them. Brazil, oh fuck. Yeah, that's Switzerland. Why the fuck am I doing this shit on stream? I'm just like being fucking retarded. Okay, let me stop being fucking retarded.
APAC money, for example, there could be a primary challenge to them, so they're afraid, which makes them complicit. But I mean, if you're a liberal who is on the same side as people like Ben Shapiro and Jesse Waters, who has bought into the total dehumanization.
Oh my, dude. To be fair, I mean, I'm not a liberal. Fuck no, never. But like, you can. That makes sense to sometimes pick the other side. Like pick the other side's stance on a specific issue. But yeah, on this one specifically, like I don't know, you're a hawkish liberal. I mean, it'd go with their nature, but like they're sort of for human rights. Like, no, actually, I wouldn't go in their nature at all because, like, we support freedom on the right. We are supposed to. Well, Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley just shocked us here, but we're supposed to support freedoms, liberties. You like live and let live. Your rights stop where those of others start. You don't owe anything to anyone unless you have a reason to owe them something. You have freedom, and your freedoms include the freedom to not be charitable, because we live in a free country. You don't have to be charitable. We don't have communism over here. Charitability isn't mandatory, because then it becomes meaningless. It doesn't fucking come from the kindness of your heart. People aren't fucking happy that way. Like, you should get to make these choices. But, dude, am I fucking going on a rant about communism sucks? Really? Like, how many times have I done this shit? It's probably cringe. I'm probably gonna look back, fucking never, and cringe.
Of Palestinian people to the point.
Why the fuck did I even go on this tangent? Now I'm about to go on another.
Where you were agreeing with Republicans that censorship of American citizens who criticize Israel.
I mean, to be fair, that is a pretty Democrat thing to be in favor of censorship, though.
Is good?
Bro, Democrats think censorship is good? Bro, what the fuck is that shit, dog?
I don't know, maybe a little bit of...
I don't know, if you fucking, yeah, normally, the Democrats would be the ones saying, oh, well, if we label this as anti-Semitic, you can't say it. You shouldn't have the right to say it. Oh, if this is hate speech, if we deem this hate speech, you shouldn't have the right to say it. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know.
Of introspection is needed.
Well, that was an amazing video. Amazing video and horrific fucking video. Okay, we're gonna watch this.
What if I told you that you can...
So I have a total of 6 average view. Well, that's probably because I'm still fucking, like, on this shit. Except, like, no, but... I don't know, dude. Something. So, fucking something. Also, I'm at 0. But, wait, how the fuck am I on 0? One of them. Okay, am I back to 1 because I unpause? No? Kill you. Okay, whatever, dude.
can generate a whole campaign in under a minute. And I'm talking landing page, welcome email, and newsletter. Let's see how we can do that.
No, I don't.
Israel and Gaza. Let's watch and we'll break it down.
I didn't...
All right, so Ben Shapiro taking some shots at Tucker Carlson yet again. This time it's over the issue of Israel and Gaza.
Dude,
let's watch and we'll break it down.
There's one other concern that has now been raised to the fore. This is the concern on the part of some people on the right. And this is the concern. There's some people on the right who I think are being fully disingenuous and who are looking for an excuse to jump right on the same moral equivalency band.
Dude, Ben is the guy who's saying, by the way, on this issue, oh, well, the West, like, people in the United States, oh, they aren't pro-Israel enough. Like, like, he's going all into, oh, the US, everybody's, like, being anti-Semitic now. They're supporting Palestine. And it's like, well, they should support civilians in Palestine. You're, like... I mean, you're wrong about it. Like, they should actually do that, but they fucking aren't, dude. They support Israel. They support Joe Biden in supporting Israel unconditionally. I don't think you gotta worry about, like, people supporting human rights over here, dude. Like, this doesn't really seem like a very prevalent thing.
Wagon as the left. I think there's...
But, like, for some reason, y'all seem to be big on this wagon as if y'all didn't fucking get this principle that we have been spouting on, that, oh, well, especially if something isn't even a big deal. So, like, racism. Oh, well, let's try to target... Oh, there's so much people racist. Let's do something about it. Because there's so many racists in the United States. As if you had ever met somebody who was racist in the United States. Like, there are probably more fucking flat earthers than racists. In, like, pretty much any city of the United States. How many flat earthers do you fucking... Oh, well, 0. Yeah, congratulations. Well, let's make a big issue out of racism. And out of just Like, let's literally go on CNN and fucking, like, Leafy pointed this out at some point. Just, like, legit, like, have, like, at the anti-Semitic protest that happened, like, as if anybody was an anti-Semite in the United States. Like, never heard of this shit before. Well, let's legit, like, try to make ourselves look bad in our attack of them by, like, taking one picture we could find that and just throwing it out of context. Like, some guy from Black Lives Matter or whatever just literally shooting a flamethrower. It's like some guy from the KKK or whatever, an anti-Semite. And we just, like, cut out the part where he's, like, shooting the fucking flame, and we make it look like this guy was just, like, as if it wasn't, as if we needed to fake shit to, like, make our point that, yeah, hating Jews is fucking gay and shit. It's dumb. Yeah, disagree with that. Like, just, like, pretty much advertising them. Like, that's how far the left will go, to fucking demonize racism when everybody agrees that racism should be demonized. But, oh, well, there's no reason to even care, so how about we move on to things that are actually happening today? And, well, yeah, when you start having this huge thing, oh, well, we're going to go after, like, literally suspend the First Amendment for people who, like, disagree with us on this issue, when pretty much nobody even fucking disagrees with you. Well, guess what? That might prompt a lot of people to start supporting these civilian human rights, because if it ever comes to light that, oh, well, the United States is enforcing laws that, like, Israel has pressured them to enforce to, like, restrict its citizens' First Amendment rights. And what are these people? What are, like, what's being restricted? Oh, well, they're just standing up for the rights of civilians to not get bombed because they think all lives are valuable. Oh, well, what a fucking message. It's like we fucking have this principle towards us as United States citizens. What unites us? Oh, well, we all care for one another. We all, like, we're patriotic. We care about our country. That's all, like, common values. Oh, well, what makes Americans so special? Oh, well, our culture. We're heartwarming. We care about one another as Americans. Well, these people, they are just having the same behavior. They care about one another. And they just don't care about us, because why the fuck would they care about us? They don't care about us. They don't have any ill will towards us. Jerusalem isn't fucking here, but
certainly,
dude, I'm gonna try to shut the
people
fuck
like that.
up on
We've talked about them on the show before. I'm sure we'll talk about them on the show again. But one of the moves that's being made in order to stifle Israel's response to this is to claim that if Israel does respond, as it has to respond in order to root out Hamas entirely, that this will end in World War III. So yesterday,
I don't think that's the case. Who the fuck would say this? World War III, not Ukraine. Fucking this World War III, Israel versus Palestine. Like, you really think that like, the little Muslims over there, it sounded so fucking racist. Holy shit. They're like those people who have pretty much no power and no money, they're gonna start World War III. Like, did Osama bin Laden start World War III? He probably had, like, a lot more money and power and funding than fucking, like, Hamas does, or Palestinians. They're pretty much, like, living off scraps in the desert, dude. Or whatever the fuck. Like, they don't have the capacity to start World War III. Nobody would think that, but, again, nobody's supporting Hamas. This is
Tucker
dumb.
is to claim that if Israel does respond, as it has to respond in order to root out Hamas.
Yeah, and it has to respond with a 95% civilian death rate. Of fucking course it does. By the way, let me just... Bro, by the way. Real quick. Shut the fuck
Star
up.
Trek tells us.
What the... Dude, I just duplicated this tab, right? And this is the Humanist Response channel. Did y'all fucking see this? Did this really happen? I'm live streaming, right? Like, we could see this shit, like, oh, what the hell? He uploaded so many new videos so quickly. It's like 95% civilian death rate. We got.
All right, guys, welcome to the show.
I do not have time to watch this, unfortunately, but I would if I didn't have school tomorrow.
entirely that this will end in
Any views? No? Okay, moving on.
World War III. So yesterday,
This
Tucker
is a
had
great stream, dude, and also, I'm pretty sure there's a decent thumbnail. Like, why the fuck aren't people watching my shit, dude? YouTube's fucking censoring me. And yeah, they should get to do whatever they fucking want with my channel, because it's pretty much theirs, because they fucking own the platform, and I'm making a video on their platform. So, like, yeah, I sub-own my channel.
his program, a
Or,
general
like, I don't own my I don't have a channel. My channel got deleted, so I don't... Yeah, I host this channel, so I pretty much don't own fucking anything.
named Douglas
yeah.
McGregor. McGregor has in the past suggested that Jewish money is behind American support for Israel and all the rest, but
Jewish money. What the fuck? Dude, my brain is just shutting down. This is... But let me go get something to drink. I could just turn the fucking lights on so I could have seen where I was going. Like, why the fuck didn't I think of that? A fucking moron, dude. Fuck. Dude, I got some good shit over there. You see, there's a bit of everything. Some rice, some fucking peppers, some, olives, some... What is this shit called? Fucking... I know the name in French. It fucking makes me feel dirty. And from the dirty ass country, some mushrooms, some... Yeah, dude, good shit. It's pretty healthy and all. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck you'd care. What? Am I gonna be eating on stream? What am I, retarded? I just started. I'm fucking streaming, dude. I can't... Bruh.
McGregor has military expertise.
I mean, to be
And
fair, I
his-
fucking smoke weed on stream. So,
Essentially, now warning
what are you
that
gonna
Armageddon
do,
is
dude?
coming.
Fuck it.
Which, and his proposed solution would be that Israel does nothing. Which, by the way,
Dude, well, what did he say for the last, like, fucking 30 seconds?
and he is essentially now warning that Armageddon is coming.
Who the fuck
Which-
is warning us of what the fuck?
And he is essentially now warning that Armageddon is coming.
Dude, shut the...
Which,
Bro.
for Israel and all the rest. But McGregor has military expertise. And he is essentially now warning that Armageddon is coming. Which, and his proposed solution would be that Israel does nothing. Which, by the way, absolutely promotes the idea of
Nobody
Armageddon.
is
Because
fucking saying Israel should... Well, probably Hamas supporters, so, like... I mean, but there's probably more racists in the United States than Hamas. There's probably as many racists in the United States as Hamas supporters. Fucking zero. There are none. There are none. Nobody supports Hamas. There's just people you label as supporting Hamas, just like there are people that the Democrats label as racist. But if you go outside, you won't see anybody supporting Hamas. You might see people saying terrorism is bad and civilians shouldn't be bombarded. Whoever you are, you should have human rights. That's very fucking far from I support bombarding civilians. That's actually two opposites if you fucking like have the brain power to think of that. Oh, people were saying, yeah, you should have you shouldn't be bombarding any civilians. That's really what the people who are pro-Palestine are saying here, because again, people are moderate here. There's no like we don't come from the Middle East and shit, and we're from the like garbage countries where some people really believe that shit. It's like nobody's fan, bro. Wait. Dude, so my ADHD is so bad, especially since I smoked weed. I already figured what the fuck I was.
If Israel does nothing after 1,500 of its, which
yeah, Israel should do nothing. Nobody's fucking saying that again. No one says that. This Piers McGregor, whoever the fuck you're talking about, probably isn't saying that. Okay, can I find what quote? What did the quote look like? Anti-Semitic, of course, dude. Anti-Semitic comments. Jesus, this motherfucker got fired for what did he say? Now I have to see what is this shit. No, shut the fuck up. Well, I'm back to being slow. You see my eyes like not moving? Yeah, I'm just like in my fucking clouds, dude. Germany's efforts said, what the fuck me? The fuck does that have? Dude, this is just going on a fucking tangent. What? Okay, of course, Washington Examiner. So that these people with fucking Down syndrome, anti-Semitic. Yeah, fits the title fits the fucking thing. They just want. What? Why is this like the second thing? Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna. Anti-Semitism has a long history. Okay, I don't know anything about maybe is he an anti-Semite? What did he specifically say, dude? Give me quotes. Shut the fuck up if you're not gonna give me quotes. Okay, quote. Quote, I hate the Jews. Where did he say I hate the Jews? Give me a quote of him saying I hate the Jews. Haman's. Is that McGregor's first name? Is his name, is that his full name? Am I not gonna get the fucking no? You fucking asshole. Okay, the human said there's a certain people, the spirits amongst the people. Okay, well, whoever wrote that is Down syndrome is probably Allah, so. Okay, this is boring. I don't give a shit. This probably isn't even saying anything. It's probably just, like, you know, Bible, Quran shit, just the people of God and a lot of praise and pray 5 times a day and whatever the fuck. It's like it's not saying anything. It's like it's all like Hamlet, just except that fucking also then yeah, okay, whatever. Kevin McDuck. What is a white supremacist now? What are we talking about here? Described dude, I don't give a shit. Douglas McGregor. So his first name is Douglas. So, okay, I'm done with this shit. I'm fucking done. We're not gonna find out. Whatever. It's good, dude.
and his proposed solution would be that Israel does nothing, which, by the way,
I doubt.
absolutely promotes the idea of Armageddon. Because if Israel does nothing after 1,500 of its citizens are slaughtered and Hamas remains in place, the chance.
Yeah, Netanyahu wouldn't be voted for. But no one's fucking saying this shit, dude. They just want you to prosecute the people who are responsible. It's like collective punishment is bad, dude. Did you not like exist in kindergarten? Were you never a child who fucking already understood this shit because children already fucking understood this shit? Like, do you not remembering? Do you not do what the fuck? I'm not even speaking out, bro. Do you even remember like fucking already understanding back in fucking first grade probably that? Oh yeah, if I get punished for the actions of someone else, well, that's pretty bad. Now you might have been a retard and just blamed that someone else. And, well, there goes some of them. If that person knows, so like in the military, that makes sense because it's not actually like as a moral part. It's sort of as a thing to keep everyone disciplined. So in the military, that's a whole different thing. Because then like if you break the rules, you already know beforehand, we're all gonna suffer for it, so you apply pressure to each other. But like, yeah, you probably knew and soon, like if you're a dumbass, you might have blamed it. well, Hamas knew, but of course, Hamas doesn't care that there's gonna be civilian casualties. They don't care about Palestinian rights. That's why people here who support Hamas don't support Hamas, because they support Palestinians and Hamas doesn't support Palestinians. You shut the fuck up. Yeah, okay, let's continue.
Broad-scale, multi-front attack on Israel that will require American intervention go up radically. But Douglas McGregor was on with Tucker Carlson. Tucker, of course, has been pushing a pacifist line on this since the beginning. Here was Tucker with McGregor last night.
All right, let's just reflect on this.
Oh, so McGregor got fired for being anti-Semitic. What the fuck? Jesus, I love how Tucker at least isn't taking the... Like, he's sticking to being anti-war. And that's a, like, really fucking principled stance. Like, I'm glad that he's taking this. Especially when this is... Like, this is getting pretty black and white. Like, as I mentioned in my video, what definitely isn't black and white. Like, you can get people who are, like the territorial dispute. Oh, well, we should get to the land. I think, obviously, a one-state democracy, everybody has equal rights. But I get people who feel in their hearts, oh, well, it should be for the Jews. Oh, well, it should be for the Palestinians. Like, but it's like, yeah, that's all sort of childish and retarded. Like, everybody should get to be there. But, like, when it comes to the leaders, what they are doing, whether it be Hamas or Netanyahu, it's very black and white. I'm glad that Tucker isn't, like, standing up for that
a little bit here. First of all, you guys all know I find Ben Shapiro insufferably stupid. I also find Tucker
not true. He's not all
stupid. Carlson insufferably stupid. And this guy that Tucker's interviewing has very questionable statements that he's made in the past, very questionable stance on Ukraine and Russia, and he is kind of a crank. So, like, let's just be clear up front. My default perspective on this is all these people I dislike, right? So I don't have, I was going to say a dog in this fight. Is that the saying? Or dog in this race? Horse in this race?
No,
dog in this fight? I don't have an animal in this thing. There's no animal in this thing that I have, okay? Don't like any of them. Having said that, I find his setup to be incredibly weaselly. First of all, he says Tucker's a pacifist. Really? You know what a pacifist is?
He fucking is. And here's the proof. Look at him. And he's anti-war. And you should maybe remember that Tucker Carlson avoided the U.S. getting into another war with, I think, Iran. Like, Tucker Carlson saved the United States from going to war by, like, influencing Donald Trump. And, like, he was a person Donald Trump listened a lot to, and he convinced him on a show, like, no, don't, this isn't a good idea, don't do that. Like, what the fuck more do you need? Like, Cal, did you prevent a war? Did you save the United States from a war without even being president?
A pacifist is
and like you're a pacifist. I will definitely agree on every front. You're a pacifist. So is Tucker Carlson.
Old turn the other cheek idea. If you hit this cheek,
except when it comes to like he proposed a war with Canada, liberating Canada. What the fuck? But yeah, anyway, like, I mean,
I'm gonna present you.
Yeah, Canada is somewhat authoritarian in some, especially when it comes to free speech. You saw the trucker protest. If we're done this shit with fucking Black Lives Matter protest, like, if Trump had actually sent in the army to like stop them and frozen all the Black Lives Matter people's bank accounts, but like, I mean, not like that'd make any sense because they're fucking black and poor. Okay, dude, that was a fucking joke. But like, dude, if he had frozen all these poor black people's bank accounts, it's like protests. And it's like, again, the people who were being violent. I heard there was some violence in the trucker protest. I remember seeing a clip on Tucker Carlson. Some guy, literally in Canada, some old man who like was out of his car for honking in support of the protesters. Like, bro, don't tell me this country is like fully democratic. I think that, I mean, again, pretty much no country is fully democratic. Like, we all have some fascist policies. Like, a country having some fascist policies definitely doesn't disqualify it from being a democracy. Drugs aren't illegal here, even if they are used to just for yourself. They aren't poisons, you're not poisoning anyone. You're just trying to enjoy yourself. Yeah, not having that be legal, that's obviously like a fascist policy in isolation, and the US has always had this fascist policy, but it's fucking fair to say, obviously, the US is a democracy of any fucking country is, but now I don't know, dude, like, with this new shit, without the First Amendment, I don't know if the US can survive the democracy title.
The other one, hit this one too. A pacifist doesn't even believe in self-defense. It's like, literally, I have...
Don't believe in self-defense. I mean, I think any reasonable person, I guess you'd be pacifist to some extent then, because, like, would you say, I mean, you are a pacifist, right? I'm sure you would even say you are a pacifist. I mean, obviously he's not saying in the context of, like, a manslaughter, he's saying in the context of countries fighting. He would agree, by the way, yeah, we should go after the guilty. Like, that's what self-defense is. Self-defense isn't you defending yourself against the civilians. You don't need to defend yourself against them. That's not self-defense. That is genocide. That is you killing people. You're killing a bunch of people. It's not self-defense. They aren't fucking attacking you. They're civilians. You are also in favor. You are saying, like, I remember you saying on your show, and I agreed with this. Everybody, no one would be criticizing this. I wouldn't be criticizing this if Israel was just going after the guilty. They were like, okay, we're gonna find the people who committed these terrorist attacks and everyone who was involved. We're gonna bring them to justice. So like, this is what self-defense actually looks like, because that's the difference between self-defense. That's why we are arguing that Israel isn't committing fucking self-defense. They're committing terrorism because they are going after civilians. So, like, you are in favor of this self-defense. You are in favor of actual self-defense. So, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sworn off all violence as a matter of principle, even defensive violence. Tucker is not a pacifist.
Even so, dude, are you not a pacifist then? Is pacifism, like, just retardation? Because I'm pretty sure pacifism wouldn't work then.
Not by any stretch of the imagination. Almost nobody.
So, like, basically, if, like, your country gets terrorized, you just let the terrorists while they fucking bomb themselves. But, like, I don't know, if they just, like, bomb people, you're just gonna let them go free, let them, like, keep doing it. Like, you should just make it legal to blow up bombs at that point. If that's what pacifism is. Like, I don't know if I'm misrepresenting what he's saying. I mean, I'm high as fuck, but
in American politics.
Oh, damn, this
even
video
your
is
most
long.
hardcore left-wingers.
Dude, I have to be up at 6, okay? Like,